We're ready to go here for championship night for the American iRacing League. We're at the virtual Martinsville Speedway under the lights. Legends, super late model stocks. It's the American iRacing League Championship on your home for sim racing, LSRTV, as well as on CRN Sports. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. And if you're across the world and it's morning time, good morning as well. I'm Wesley Outlet in the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. Joined alongside, hope his headache is gone, feeling better. From Wichita Falls, Texas is Charles Wooten. He's also in the production chair. Charles, hard to believe, bud. 10 weeks has flew by. These drivers were kind of short-tempered a couple of weeks ago. They've had a week off since last Monday for Memorial Day. Now it's time to decide who's going to be the champion for Legends, late model stocks, and super late models. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, I don't think anything's going to calm down. Based on what I've heard that's going on in your neck of the woods with the storming and craziness is going on. It was doing that same craziness this morning, and that seems to be the trend. We have horrible weather on Monday, and tempers are just lightning around. They are just throwing bolts of lightning at each other like crazy, you know. They're attacking each other here on the track. They're going at each other. They are not happy with each other. The plus side, the silver lining to all that, I mentioned it last week, you have less people to buy Christmas presents for come Christmas time.
That's right. That's right. Don't have to worry about doing a lot of Christmas shopping. So we welcome you to coverage of the American iRacing League, presented by, of course, Elite Media Graphics Wraps, Reaper Speed Labs, and, of course, Pulse Poppers Fish and Lures. We are ready to go here. It is championship night. We've got a good show for you. Let's take a look at the 411 presented by Race on Texas. By the way, sign up today to get a Speed Pass account for only $39.99 a month and help support local short track racing, whether it's dirt or pavement in the Arklatex area, by selecting your home track. 50% of the monthly payment goes to the home track you pick each month. Sign up today at raceontexas.com. Race information includes for each event tonight 30-minute practice sessions, 2-lap qualifying, best lap locks in for the feature, 50 laps Legends, 60 laps late model stocks, and 100 laps for the super late models. And this is the only programming tonight on LSRTV and CRN Sports. So, Charles, these boys are going to go out with a bang, fully iRacing style, under the lights at Martinsville Speedway.
Yeah, and they are. And, you know, another big shout-out to Triple M Paliga. They are, of course, the title sponsor for this event here. Forgot to get you those notes. That's my bad, Wesley. forgot to relay those messages to you from Tyler.
I've been a very busy man. Yeah, it's not my fault.
We've been very busy. So busy, in fact, here, Wesley. I was so damn
busy, I forgot my luggage when I walked out the door from Clayton to Charlotte.
Yeah, see, he's forgetting to do stuff. I started doing overlays for tonight's Northwest Cup race.
There is no Northwest Cup event.
I went to go look and get the truck series scheduled on YouTube, and realized, oh wait, we don't race on the 14th. We're off this week. So
that's right.
I'm overdoing stuff, and Wesley, you're over there forgetting to do stuff. So
yeah, I'm just happy to be here. What can I say? I'm just here so I don't get fined. Is that what you always say? I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Technically, I guess that's that Eminem guy, that's his saying, but I stole
Marshall Lynch and Kyle Busch.
Yeah, Kyle Busch.
Marshawn Lynch from the Seahawks. By the way, can we mention Seattle, Washington? Happy birthday to one of our LSRTV broadcasters and colleagues, Greg Rent, celebrating a birthday today.
I did not know that. I just probably pay attention to Facebook.
So you should pay attention to people that you have that work in your life, you know.
I don't pay attention to Facebook. That's the problem. And let's be honest, there's usually nothing good on there anyway. So, yeah, congratulations. Happy birthday. I think that makes him, 52 or something like that?
Yeah, I think he's in his 50s. I know he's definitely younger than me. Older than me.
I don't know how old he is. We're going to assume in the 50s until we hear otherwise. And trust me, Wesley will hear otherwise as soon as he hears this broadcast. So, that being said, what's low, that is the time on the clock here for the American iRacing League. And there it goes. Time is up. Qualifying about to be underway. I am definitely looking forward to see who's on top and see what kind of drama and animosity these drivers have for each other here for the season finale.
Well, it should be a good one as these drivers will get ready to go with qualifying here in just a couple of moments. We'll watch and see how it goes down. And here we go. Quickly, Jake Span out. And you notice the new little graphics we have here? We got the ticker on the top. We got the ticker on the bottom. And, updated graphics. It looks really, really cool.
I do want to apologize for some of these guys, like the 18, the 52, the 9, the 31. That is not their number. That is their number, but it's not the one that matches on their car. The graphics department, once again, for letting us down. They did not get those numbers out of there and put the default ones in from the S&B Cup Series, as this is still a beta version of the overlay. So some mistakes being made on their end will definitely fire them. But regardless, like your point, they look really cool. It's nice having the colorful pop out there, and we'll show that top bar here in a little bit as well.
So Jake Perkins, right now, we have Kyle Meyer now going up to the number 2 spot. Kyle Meyer, 22:28. Looks like that's going to be the new quick time, 22:28. Jake Perkins on a 22:47, but that was, well, we're keeping an eye on him now. Perkins,
who's up there with him, Kyle Fowler in the number 5. He has got something to prove here, Wesley. He has had a strong car, got caught up in a little controversy, and then has just been involved in incidents all season. So he's trying to get that CMO screen pinning incorporated number 5 to victory lane as quickly as he can.
Yeah, the CMO screen printing incorporated legends getting ready to go here. And what will be the first of 3 races tonight for the American iRacing League Championship night, presented by Karma Salon and Day Spa, and Triple M Pulling. You see, Charles, there's 2 sponsors for tonight.
Nice.
Karma Salon and Day Spa and Triple M Pulling. Also, of course, we want to thank along the way the fine folks at CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated, for the legends, the LFOD Motorstocks, the Team 126 Racing Super Late Models. They also sponsor the starting lineup grid, as always, for LSRTV and CRN Sports. And also we want to thank Pulse Poppers, Fishing Lures, Reaper Speed Labs, Elite Media Graphic Wraps, and of course, we appreciate all of them. 7 o'clock legends on course now. 8 o'clock is the late model stocks, and 9 o'clock will be the Super. So again, we are qualifying drivers, trying to put best effort forward to be there at the end here. And right now it looks like it's all Parker Retzlaff looking to be the fast man in the number 2 machine, 22:19, 22:26. Robbie Keneally, Jake Perkins now falling to 3rd. Kyle Meyer, Fowler. Charles looks like it's going to be the top 5.
Yeah,
and going around. Polins, hold on. Polins in the 3. He's all right. He'll keep going.
Yeah, he'll definitely keep going. And while we have about a minute 15 left on the clock, not a whole lot of time to do much of anything here, as these guys are still on track. I do want to bring it to the attention. Anybody out there that is, if you have a legitimate company or an event coming up, anything like that, and you want to get that event or your company, some exposure here in the sim world, we do have packages that fit anybody. We will work with you to get your name out there, especially in these crazy times that we live in right now, where, let's be honest, if you can sell online, or you can sell, or you didn't sell online, you want to, good advertising and cheap advertising is a good way to go. We're not super cheap, but at the same time, it's good bang for the buck, and that's what you need right now, especially with the I'll say post-pandemic stuff going on. I think we're getting out of it mostly, or at least we're just tired of it at this point.
Yeah, I believe so. We're definitely crossing over that hill, if you will, for sure. But yes, contact LSRTV at livesimracing.com if you're interested. And we definitely would appreciate it. Scott Finke now, the 31 machine. And I'll tell you what, Charles, the numbers of legends started to pick up here before we got to the end of the practice session. So it's good to see a good number of cars. And qualifying looks like it is done.
And it is. And Wesley, that only can mean one thing, right? That means it's time for your favorite music.
The Team 126 Racing starting grid. 4. Of course, the legends. And Parker Retzlaff from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Now the number 2 machine. He's on the pole to the outside. Robbie Keneally at Martinsville. That's row number 1. Row number 2 is going to find Jake Perkins in 59 to the outside of him, the 88. That's going to be Kyle Meyer. Row 3 on the grid. You're going to find Kyle Fowler in the number 9 machine. To his outside is going to be David Polins in the number 33. Row 4. We'll find Eric Sellers in the 44 machine. To the outside, it is Jack Brown in the number 26. To round out the top 10 here at Martinsville, Daniel Folds in 09. Ian Martin, he's in the 98.
In row 6, going to be the 18 of Tyler Payne and the 76 of David Adamczyk. In row 7, going to be the 52 of Brandon Campbell and the 5 of Luke Brown. Row 8, going to be the 96 of David Tremblay and the 3 of Ryan Polins. In row 9, it's going to be the 17 of Ryan Campbell and the 31 of Scott Finke. And rounding out the field, well, that's nobody. 18 cars, 9 rows. Should be a very, very interesting / wild race, Wesley.
So the field is gridded here at Martinsville Speedway for the couple of pace laps before they start to take off and grid and get ready to go to action. It should be a good one. We're glad you're along for the ride. And Sear in Sports, LSR TV. I'm Wesley Outland up here with you. Charles Wooten alongside. And again, this is the only coverage tonight on your home for sim racing. But Charles, it's a good one. It's a good show. You don't want to miss it. This is going to be a good one. Championship night this season, this schedule, this classes of racing, week in, week out for the last 9 weeks has been intense. They've definitely had good times. Sometimes no love lost from one another.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Charles, it's now time to decide who will be a champion of the series.
Yeah, it's time to put the crown on somebody's head here tonight as champion. And then they're not going to take too much of a break, and they come right back for the next season.
That's right, yes.
So good news there. We don't miss too much. But I forgot Ryan Campbell, race control, so he's not actually in here. So 17 cars making the start, and I expect that car count to super late models. And Wesley, you want to know something that you're just going to love here tonight?
What was that?
We have static cameras for our asphalt, concrete, whatever this surface
is. It's kicking the pavement. We're kicking the pavement in the asphalt. Here we go. Here at the virtual Martinsville Speedway as the lights are off on the pace truck.
And
the field is getting ready to get set to go.
See, the lights
by the
off,
way, pace truck is in. Pace truck is in. Well, the lights are blinking, but even though pit road's closed, it's going to go green whenever the green flag flies. That's got nothing to do with the pace truck. Anyhow, we're ready. Championship night. CMO Screen Printing Incorporated Legends. We're green at Martinsville. Thank you, Terry Saunders, for sponsoring the series throughout the American iRacing League Championship night. We're underway. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race. The Legend Car is underway. Hey, by the way, Season 4 of the American iRacing League starts with a mini-series for the summer, beginning at the end of June or the next to last weekend of June. It's like 2 or 3 weeks from now. And it will feature, how about this one, Charles, super trucks and super late models. That's it. It'll be a 5-week season. Or it will be super trucks on the current Gander Outdoors truck, down 5% horsepower with an added 550 pounds. So that's going to be fun. And then the Legends races tonight, by the way, are paying $25 courtesy of CF Motorsports, the number 18 modified team owned by James Call. So we appreciate them putting up some money for the modified winner here tonight, Charles.
Yeah,
yes.
and to get a preview of that next season that's coming up, as we'll get to that here in a minute as a caution is out. And
Polins. I think it's Polins.
Yeah, that or Daniel
the guy behind
Folds. We're going to take a look and find out. As we'll take a first look at the first Pulse Poppers instant replay of the night.
Yeah, maybe both of them.
It very well could be. I know Daniel Folds was way off the pace, and yes, he was involved because he was way up here, and then he was by himself in that 09 machine. The question is, what happened to him? It's obviously something drastic to kick him from somewhere in the top 10, and well, there you go.
Caution coming out there. Look at the problem for
Daniel Folds.
Daniel Folds, man. What a tough break there for Daniel Folds. Yes, sir. Yep.
And while that caution is out, now we can mention what I was about to say before it did come out, is to get a little preview of the new AIRL series with those 2 classes. You can get a sneak peek of it here on LSRTV. Probably starting Sunday for the ARL series, as I have been hired myself personally to make a hype video for that one. I have the footage, I have it in the video editor, and it is being worked on, and we should have that done probably around Thursday or Friday. And
gotta have my voice though, right? Gotta have my voice to it.
Yes, we're gonna have your voice in it.
Oh, so you already have my voice?
I think, no, maybe I got to get it from either way, but we're going to get it, and then we're going to have a hype video. So, yes, we're going to show you what that series is all about. It's going to be a fun one.
It'll be a fun time for sure. Yes, sir. Going to be a good one, and the lights are going to go off on the, well, we're still under caution, actually. So
yeah, the lights should go off this next time as they're on the back stretch right now, and the pits are closed, which means it should go 1 to go. When they get to the line. And again, caution laps not counting does speed this program up a little bit, as we are already on lap 9 of 50 when they cross the line right there, and those lights should go out, and they do. So we are ready to go racing one more time. Side by side is the way they're going to line up.
Field will make their way back to the Geico restart zone here. And the pace truck will work its way back into the pits on the back straightaway going to turn 3. Lives it right back into the hands of Parker Retzlaff. Front Parker Retzlaff looking to lock up the championship. Robbie Keneally, David Polins, Jake Perkins, Kyle Meyer. Those are your top 5. Pace truck is in. They're in the guy come out of turn 4 here at Martinsville. Back to green. Still a lot of racing left to go for the Legends in this 50-lapper. Then to turn 1.
Yeah, they are just going to duke it out all the way to the end of this one, as they are going to be side by side about 4th in there. That's where the action's really starting to heat up. Retzlaff out front, no surprise there. You know, Wesley, we took a week off, but obviously his skill set did not take a week off. He is racing.
Certainly is, for sure. Definitely. We'll keep an eye on it. Washington, here they go. Down the back straightaway, and we got another caution. There's trouble. The 97 machine is the cause of the yellow flag, and that is
Eric Sellers.
Well, it says 97 Eric Sellers on time, and it's scored. It has him as the 44, but it is the 97 of Eric Sellers. A couple of teammates there around him. Watch that car, the yellow car, right there at the bottom right of the monitor. And Warner, was it his teammate that got into him?
I don't think so.
I think he started it on his own. Oh, wow. Look at him trying to weasel in there. And
yeah, he just tried to squeeze himself in a hole. Couldn't find it. His teammate did hit him, but no fault of his teammate, and I believe that was Tyler Payne they got a little piece of it as technically involved in that. When it's all said and done, 2 teammates, 96, 97, and the 18. 2 of those just innocent bystanders with nowhere to go.
So we're under the yellow flag again. 2 quick cautions. 13 of 50 laps. We'll step away real quickly as the CMO Screen Printed Incorporated Legends Rock and Roll Championship Night at Martinsville. Back with more in a moment on LSRTV and CRN Sports in the American iRacing League.
Every customer, every single time, needs to get our very best. From moment one, my goal managing a team here in the dealership is to make sure that that customer's experience is the very best that they've ever had. We expect and demand total transparency. There should never be a time in that transaction where the customer is wondering or not quite sure of things. And having that transparency and doing things the right way is super important.
Back here for coverage of the American iRacing League, the Legends. On commercial break, my colleague and him, Charles, is trying to talk me into buying an RC car that he doesn't want to run anymore, but he still says it's okay. I don't understand you, Charles. I don't get it. It's a piece of junk now. Why do you want me to buy it?
So hear me out. This is the reason I think it would be good for your son, is because, you know, the problem is I had some screws that stripped out, and they came out and cost me the a spot in the race. They've since been replaced. But I don't want it happening again. But your son isn't going to be racing it. He's going to be out there just trashing and bashing it like a lot of people do. So it'd be perfectly fine.
Right.
I just don't want to be in the middle of a race when it happens. So, hey, it's a good, just car for bashing and hitting jumps with and all that. But I need something a little more.
With that said, we're back underway. Green flag in the air.
And hopefully everybody liking the new top bar. As you can see, exactly what the season finale here. And, part of this new top bar, what we were going for was, you can see, we know, nobody needs to know our logo, but the big AIRL presented by Reaper Speed Labs, Pulse Poppers, and Elite Media Graphics. Like, we wanted to present the going here for, and I think it came out beautifully.
Yeah, it certainly did, and we're going to definitely work on having the top ticker like you see now, and then, of course, the bottom ticker on the side of the monitor at different times. You know, see it change, fluctuate, but why don't we put a ticker on the top like that, and that's what we're doing right now. See the entire full field. Your screen. It is still in second. Jake Perkins stirring up 2 spots now. David Polins to 4th. Kyle Meyer, Fowler, and Meyer battle continue. The Kyle show for 5th and 6th. Ian Martin, Adam Zick, and Jack Brown. And, whoa, that got loose there just a second ago, Charles.
Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure what was going on with that camera, but apparently the wall camera has fallen down on us. But anyway, yeah, a little loose there. And these guys are getting pretty close right here between Keeley and Perkins. And quick note here, if you go look at David Polins, we posted today on Facebook, said, hey, we're hiring. We need announcers and producers. And, David Polins shot us a message and said, hey, I'd love to try out in the booth. So not only is he a racer, he very well could be alongside one of us in the booth here in the near future.
There you go, David Polins.
I'm sure, if he comes in and announces, he will not say, disregard my voice, Can't see announcer.
Well, that was because I was sick last week, you smart aleck.
Okay, I'll give you that. You were sick last week.
22 of 50 coming up on halfway. And by the way, that wasn't even on Monday's race. It was the Wednesday event, that SMB Cup Series event.
We'll just call that Monday Part 2. It just continued. This week has not started out so great either, so
That's right.
I literally lost internet 20 minutes before the race, had to reboot everything. We got it back.
And it's storming here.
Yeah, it's storming there. It stormed here this morning, which is probably what you're seeing now. So, we may have storms that have come through here and are there where you're at now, but the storms on this race really haven't picked up a whole lot. It's, been a very calm. As far as the races go, you got Retzlaff, Keneally, Perkins, Polins, and Fowler. Your top 5, not a whole lot of fireworks going off in this race compared to 2 weeks ago.
Watching them work their way back down the back straightaway, coming up on halfway this time by the way. Retzlaff, Keneally, Perkins, no change in the top 3. Cross flags are out. I'll tell you what, Charles, right now it looks like Parker Retzlaff trying to make a statement here, if you will. And what is the final race of the evening for the legends of the season here?
He has definitely had his fair share of rivalries and controversy on the track, but he's showing right now that he doesn't need any of that. He can just check out from this field, and I will say checked out with very lightly there. He hasn't quite checked out from Robbie Keneally or Jake Perkins. They're right there with him, and to be honest, you always use that saying like 2x2, like Noah leading the animals to the ark. They are kind of 2x2. They're in groups. Look at you got the leader, then 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. They're not side by side, but they are in pairs right now.
And pears are a good dessert too. Good fruit to have.
I never liked pears.
Pears? Oh man! Oh come on.
I always went for
peaches.
tomatoes.
I love peaches. You like peaches?
I like peaches. I like tomatoes more.
I love peaches. Yes. Hey, by the way, we're closing in on the final 20 laps of the race and of the season here for the DMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Legends. By the way, thank you again to Terry Saunders for being the sponsor of this class on a weekly basis. And Charles, I want to throw this out here again. The Legends race winner is going to get $25 courtesy of CF Motorsport.
But they got
prematurely, actually. Seriously.
I'm thinking the flagman might be there and threw that one.
Yes.
And we use that term flag happy, a little out of control with the flags, whatever. That's, you can deal with that in real life too. And it's a very good thing. You've probably seen it in real racing. How quickly you throw a flag, if it's absolutely needed, or, letting the car spin, get off the racing circuit. In my opinion anyway, Wesley, that really can separate a good flagman from a great flagman. Yeah, so Barney, do better.
Milton Barney Fife. Or Barney Milton Fife Jr.
State Farm, a long name that covers it all, or whatever. That's not State Farm.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Who is that has a long name that covers it all? That's State. Maybe it's Subway. I don't know. Their slogan is like the long name that covers it all. I don't know.
Liberty? Is it Liberty?
It might have been. I don't know.
You've lost me. I'm friggin' lost now.
I don't have a clue. I lost myself.
Yeah, I'm lost. I'm
Well, what we're not lost on, the green flag, it's coming back out with 14 to go.
Back to the line. Green flag back in the air. We're back to it again. 15 laps to go. Retzlaff, Keneally, Perkins. And quick into the whip. And I'll say this, Charles. We had a couple of caution flags. 3, I think, right now so far for the Legends race. 14 to go. 13 to go at the line. But this has actually been a pretty clean race. It's just somebody's got to stop. As always, it seems week in and week out. ARCA driver, Parker Retzlaff.
Yeah, it's been a clean race, and these guys are, I don't know if they're done yet. We may see one more caution before it's all said and done, but that'll just have to be a wait-and-see kind of game.
I'm not trying to instigate anything, Charles, but, you know, this is championship night. This is finale night.
Oh, I'm trying to instigate something. Let's go, boys. Rough it up a little bit. You're disappointing me.
I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be, like, any kind of a paybacks. Hey, I remember what you did to me earlier in the year.
Oh,
Here's
I definitely think there will
a little
be.
nudge, a little budge. You know,
I don't know what a budge is, but I think we're going to see something. Maybe it'll be a budge. I don't know.
A wiggle and a jiggle and a giggle and a bobble or something.
Yeah, there we go. We'll go with that one. But yeah, I definitely think these guys will pay some favors back here in the season finale. Why not? Especially if you're not in the hunt for the championship and somebody is. And we don't even know. I haven't kept track of the points. I'm not even sure where the points are, to be mad for that matter. We just come out here. We call some great short track racing, and yes, the controversy and the drama has been high this season, but it's made for some really, really good racing and really good post-race interviews as well.
It has been a fun time for sure.
We need to
by
stir
the way,
up
again,
rivalries.
the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Super Trucks will be in action as the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Super Late Models. Terry Saunders is stepping up and sponsoring both. Charles, is what it looks like so far, according to the American iRacing League.
That is indeed what I saw too. So definitely a big shout out to them for doing that. But we got somebody dropping back. Ian Martin is out of the race just now. So unfortunate for Martin, is he was one of those in that little controversy, had a good run, but just unfortunately it looks like possible internet connections not playing in his favor here tonight.
Coming to the back straight away into the third turn. Here they go. Under 10 laps to go. 7 remaining. With Retzlaff still out in front. You got Perkins and Keneally having their own little battle.
And
that's
Fowler,
for second and third. While that goes on, Retzlaff is just pulling away.
Yeah, and he's got Kyler Fowler in third place. He's obviously, going to be super thrilled, I'm sure, with that third place finish. Would obviously like to get the win, but hey, a third place on the season finale championship night, nothing to be ashamed of either. And so we'll go ahead and throw that up there. New little thing we have going on, so you can see which league we're watching, the American iRacing League. And we are 5 laps to go. This is the point where if we get a caution, Wesley, it would send us into overtime officially.
That's right. Coming to the line, under 4 laps to go. If there was a caution now, by virtue of how long it would take for the pace truck to come back out, to settle up the field, re-rack them, restack them, this would be the first attempt of 2 overtimes. But right now, everything's still clean. Here they come from a top view, high from turn 1. From that sweet deck, if you will, down the front straightaway. Retzlaff is the man out in front. He's looking to lock up this race win and the championship for the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Legends. Terry Saunders, I promised you I'd get it right before the end of the season. Actually, for the rest of the year, for that matter, Charles. They're coming to the line, my bud. 2 to go here at the Big M.
At 2 laps to go, that's all that remains here in this race as they take to the backstretch. They coming into a 3 and 4. And Wesley, I know this has got to be one of your favorite moments of the night coming up right now.
Coming to the line, it's the CRN 1 to go, and we're glad to be a part of the LSRTV live sim racing program. And if you like to know more about the Community Radio Network, go to wearecrn.com as you are listening live as well to the finish of this race for the legends of the American iRacing League. Here comes Parker Retzlaff. No one can catch him, Charles. Champion, winner, legends at Martinsville.
He is your race winner here I mean, no surprise, to be honest. We knew he was going to be fast, and he gets the win, followed by Perkins and Fowler. Looking forward to kind of talking to Fowler and seeing what his thoughts are on this third-place finish.
Parker Retzlaff will win. He will win the championship and the race. Jake Perkins. Fowler. Good turnaround for him. It's kind of an up and down dismal season for him and the Legend cars. And there you have it. Well, let's go to the celebration in Victory Lane, and you see the man at Rhinelander, Wisconsin, burning it down, just like lyrics from a Jason Aldean tune. He's doing it virtually on those Legend car tires. And we'll also take a look from the speed shot at your sawblade.com unofficial results. Parker Retzlaff, champion of the Legends and winner of the Legends finale here at Martinsville. Jake Perkins is second, half a second back to him. Kyle Fowler third, David Pollins fourth, Kyle Meyer the top five, Robbie Keneally, Jack Brown, Ryan Pollins, Tyler Payne, David Adamsick, your top 10 here at Martinsville for the final Legends race of the season, Charles.
Yeah, it is, and Scott Finke going to finish in 11th, followed by Eric Sellers, David Tremblay, Luke Brown, Daniel Folds. Ian Martin had losing connection there towards the end. Brandon Campbell in 17th, 19 laps down, and Ryan Campbell was not starting this race. He was officially race control. That being said, I think it's about time to step away here, and we come back. It's going to be time for some late models, and we get to talk to our top three drivers.
That's right. More coverage of the American iRacing League as the DMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Legends are done. Champion, winner for Martinsville, Parker Retzlaff. We'll talk to the others in a moment. Coverage of the American iRacing League returns. The Fendered cars coming up on the LSRTV, CRN Sports, your home for sim racing.
We're based out of West Monroe, Louisiana. We do custom t-shirts, racing. We'll do any shirt. We'll do schools, churches, fundraisers. We do a ton of event shirts, as you can see on our board here, all around our banner. Personalized, I mean, we do anything. It doesn't matter to us. We got the custom rugs. We use all the, top quality shirts, inks and everything, hoodies, hats. We do embroidered hats, embroidered shirts. Just you can call us for anything. We do offer the bag and fold to where you can receive them and they're already labeled and tagged and bagged, ready to give out to your customer and stuff. So you just call us and just tell us, hey, this is what we're looking at doing, and if we're going to put the car on there, it is 125 quantity minimum. If it's without the car, it's 60 quantity minimum. That's strictly on the racing stuff. If it's a business or something, if you just race on Texas shirts, it's a little bit differently. You can call us. It just depends on your quantity and ink color. Everything is hand drawn. I mean, everything. We don't Photoshop anything onto a shirt or anything like that. Everything that we go through, everything is drawn, and which is the reason for the art fees. We do have several graphic artists that draw for us, and they're really good. So what we do is on any package that you do, we can mix and match. We can do any colors. You can do purple, red, blue, green, and do the rest black. It doesn't matter to us. With your design on there, we can do hoodies. We can do hoodies, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, tank tops. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's almost limitless what you can do, and you can put all that together in that package to make that minimum requirements. They can call us 318-278-7191, or they can email us at bulletprooftees@yahoo.com, or they can go to the website bulletprooftees.com.
Back here with coverage of the Jake, mute your mic, bud. Back here with coverage of the American iRacing League on LSRTV. I'm Wesley Outland, here in sports coverage, and we are going to talk to the winner and the champion of the Legend Cars, the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated. Legends have champion is from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Parker Retzlaff, Legends winner at Martinsville as well. But quickly down to the top three as well. Kyle Fowler from Manassas, Virginia, runs at Langley, runs at Dominion Raceway on real cars. Kyle, this has got to be a good run for you, buddy. And the Legends, a top three to end the season at Martinsville, a Commonwealth virtual iRacing event for you.
Yeah, man, it was awesome. I got nervous right there towards the second half of the race. Me and David Polins, we were running fourth and fifth, and we were probably, 15 car lengths back, and we were trying to draft our way up to the front, and it just wasn't working. We were dead even the whole way. They got a caution. I had a really good restart. Got around Keneally there and salvaged the third place. I could have got Jake, but like I said, I have a lot of respect for Jake and Parker, so I wanted to run them clean. If I couldn't pass them, I wasn't going to rough them up.
Yeah, I think suffice to say that there definitely was a lot of respect shown, a lot of give and take, if you will. Maybe we would have thought there might have been a little bit of payback or some retaliation on some things that have happened this year for the Legends classes. That's just not the case. I mean, obviously, and I guess that kind of makes you feel, good knowing that you didn't have to worry about anybody hitting you, bumping you, crashing you. Everybody through the field, for that matter. It seemed like everybody raced with some common sense in this final race of the season.
Yeah, for sure. It was a blast. Like I said, I had fun. I missed a lot of races due to being out of town with work, but I can't thank Tyler Payne enough for putting this whole series on. Next season we got a different look. We got some super trucks down on horsepower, and there's I think 250 pounds added to them. It's
no, 550 pounds, buddy.
550 pounds. We raced a bunch of recruitment races, and it puts on a hell of a show. So all the fans watching, that's going to be a season you guys want to watch. But yeah, man.
Should be a fun one, bud. Before we let you go, man, thank your sponsors. Always good seeing you, running with you, and hopefully we get some big things going with you again. You helped out with the Blake Morris Memorial, some other big events. Definitely we can see some other things happen with you in the future.
Yeah, I definitely have some plans for the future. Like I said, it's time, and time has to allow me to be able to do it. I know you guys do a hell of a job. Tyler Payne, we're trying to work some stuff out, but I'd like to thank Tomar Engineering, most importantly CMO Screen Print and Supply. They are the best company you could ever ask for. She helps, Terry Saunders helps me out so much in the real life world throughout my modified season at Langley and Dominion. Albright Supply, J&B Landscaping, Lisa Levy with the Realtors, Matco, Mark Breeden, Angel Treats Bakery, and then Tyler Hughes Motorsports.
Big opportunity for the man out of Manassas, Virginia to shine brightly here at Martinsville. It's Kyle Fowler. He'll finish third here tonight in the Legends finale. Runner-up for the race, second spot, Jake Perkins. Jake in the 59. And Jake, second place for you. I wouldn't say it's been a bad, but it's been a roller coaster year for you, but a good way to finish strong and be on the podium, second place.
Yeah, we had a pretty good year. Like I said, it was up and down at times, but it was always tough to beat Parker. He had us covered pretty well this year, so it's just fun to race against a bunch of guys, real talented, both in the real world and on the sim. So always a fun way to spend a Monday night. And I don't know where we wound up in the points, maybe second, third, but a lot of fun overall. And like Kyle said, I got to thank Tyler Payne and all the guys who put this deal on. It's a whole heck of a lot of fun for us to get on here and race each other and do something competitive during the week. So looking forward to next season, running the super trucks and the late models, and hopefully we'll have an even better season next one.
Was there ever any time where you thought, hey man, I got a shot to go after this championship, or was it already foregone with Parker Retzlaff doing what he's done this year and just basically he's raced you clean, I guess you've raced him clean, so there was no shots of saying, hey, I'm going to come and punch you or put you out of the way or take a win from you or anything like that?
No, I would have liked to have gotten a win just to say we did. I think I had a whole pile of runner-up finishes, but no, Parker did a good job, and I've always raced clean with him. I got a lot of respect for him and Kyle, like Kyle alluded to earlier too. So I always enjoy racing with these guys, and I think early on we had a couple real good runs, and it was a little bit closer. And then past few weeks, Parker went on a bit of a tear and separated himself, so that was pretty much the end of that. But like I said, a lot of fun, and thanks to all you guys that give us some coverage out here, and to all the guys that make the series possible. We have a ton of fun.
All right, man, there's Jake Perkins, not Jake from State Farm, Jake Perkins on the American iRacing League. He will finish in the runner-up spot here tonight for the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Legends. And again, the champion and the race winner and an ARCA driver and so much more from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Oh, my goodness. Man, Parker Retzlaff, congratulations to you, bud.
Thank you. This is the first time I've ever done this Legends at Martinsville thing, and me and Robbie were talking, and it was actually kind of fun, and I like taking the Legends to a bigger place. And in the middle of the race, I kind of struggled, and I felt like it burned my right front tire and just the tires more than I should have at the beginning of the race. And Jake started to catch me, and then I guess he made a mistake, and that was the end of it from there.
Well, you win the championship. Obviously, not a lot of celebrating for you right now virtually, because you got to go right back to the whip. You're on the track right now, probably getting some hot lap sessions in, and you got to go after a late model stock and a super late model championship and try to go for the trifecta. Can iRacing League in Season 3? Can you do it?
I think I can do it. I have it's really close between me and Triton right now, and we always race hard, so we'll see how it goes today. I'm thinking I can win all three. Me and Triton always race clean, and it's always a good race, so it should put on a good show.
Now, you have had a couple of mix-haps with some other drivers. Are you worried going into that for these final races tonight, or has the gauntlet been put down from Tyler Can iRacing League officials? Look, if you do something stupid, if you race not fair, you rough drive, there will be penalties, there will be suspensions, there will be wins, championships taken away.
Yeah, I think Tyler was being more strict these last couple weeks, but I'm not really worried about it. I've forgotten about all the stuff with everyone and the drama, and I hope they have too, so we can just go and put on a show on for everyone and not have any rough driving tonight.
Well, congratulations to you, bud. We'll let you get back to it again. You got about 5 minutes before qualifying. Thank your sponsors for the CMO Legends here, champion at Martinsville. Parker Retzlaff in the 42.
I have to thank Ponzi, EcoTrax, Iron Horse Loggers, Grill Ads. You guys for live streaming every week. Tyler for putting all this on and dealing with everyone every week, because I know he's been stressed out. And everyone for watching every week, and everyone else that puts anything into my real racing or my sim racing.
Parker Retzlaff, the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated Legends champion for Season 3 of the American iRacing League. And speaking of Season 3, he will now go for the hat trick with the fender bars. Late model stocks and Legends presented by LFOD Motorsports and Team 126 Racing. We will step away with a quick musical interlude. When we come back, it's late model stock action. Race 2 of the finale tonight. The American iRacing League, LSRTV, and CRN Sports back with more in just a bit. It is 8 o'clock Eastern time, not 7 o'clock Eastern time. 7 o'clock Central time for Charles. He's Charles Wooten. I'm Wesley Outland. We're back here with coverage of the American iRacing League and a great race in the Legends for the CMO Screen Print and Supply Incorporated Legends in the books. Parker Retzlaff, winner of the race and the championship. Now we get ready for race number 2. It is with the LFOD Motorsports late model stocks, the home of the race for the grandfather clock of the Valley Star Credit Union 300. Charles, this should be a good one. Fendered cars, down the stretch they come in Season 3, Race 10.
Yeah, this is, again, the last race of this series, and it's a good one, to say the least. It's been a good series all around, and looking forward to seeing what the next season does bring. As we've already mentioned, it's going to be changed up a little bit, but still, I expect to see the same competition level moving forward.
All right, so we'll see what happens here. So, watching qualifying. Actually, no, we're not. We're watching practice. My bad.
No, this is qualifying.
This is qualifying. Okay, I'm sorry. Ugh. This is qualifying. And there goes Ryan Palin's car to a late model. And, oh my goodness, Charles, he's got to definitely pick it up, but he's definitely under the number.
Yeah, he's about a second, a little over a second off. Actually, no, sorry, 20.829 is the fastest. He ran at 20.054, so not quite. It's off, but not quite as bad as I was thinking.
Just a little bit off.
But Retzlaff has not come out yet.
Playing possum.
Yeah, he's playing possum. But David Palin's out on track as he ran second fastest with a 20.840 on his last lap. He's already completed 4 laps, so his time is over. He's just out there getting some extra laps in that number 33 machine while we wait for a couple others. My favorite and your favorite, that is Mario Cannoli out on track.
It's Mario Arcolani on the racetrack.
It's Cannoli.
One day you got to get that name right, okay, buddy? He's got to. I mean, it's.
Well, I mean, it's Herculani. I know how to say
but
it. I just like calling him Cannoli.
It's Mario. Mario Arcolani on the racetrack. We'll see what he can do in this qualifying time, as these drivers are shaking them down in what is the finale.
And there's Elite Graphics we've been talking about on that number 31 machine. And I will point out here, while the colors don't match, because that number plate should not be here for Scott Finke, it is the same font. Just the wrong color.
Right.
So that worked out for us there just a little bit. Again, these were the number plates used for the SME Cup Series, and since they're a beta version, did not get replaced as they should have with the stock number plates, which you can see like the 32 of Lapsevich, who's at the top. That is a stock plate for him. But Retzlaff finally making it out onto the track, and no, he's going to pull it right back in, but here he comes one more time.
Here comes Parker Retzlaff. He's on the racetrack now. And the number 42 machine from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. All right, impress me. What are we going to see here now? What are they going to do? What kind of laps are going to be put down? We await. We watch.
I definitely think he'll be in the top 5, possibly 3rd. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's first. And he's going to shut it down.
Yep, go figure.
Everyone has taken their laps. The only one that hasn't is Carl Thompson. Obviously, Ryan Campbell, race control here tonight, so he won't be racing, but we'll see if Carl Thompson does come out. But with 24 seconds, even if he did, it's really not going to matter.
And with that being said, it looks like qualifying is going to conclude. Not a very big car count tonight. 17 cars it looks like, but go figure. And it wasn't by much, though. Parker Retzlaff, 2080 to a 2081. The Trayton Lapsevich.
Yeah,
and Kyle Meyer, 2083. Wow.
It was not much at all as we set up for the grid here for race number 2. And I expect to see a good race between these guys as well.
The Team 126 Racing starting lineup on the pole. From Rhinelander, Wisconsin, Parker Retzlaff in the 42 to the outside from Grimsby, Ontario, Canada. It is Trayton Lapsevich. They battle for the championship by mere points here in the iRacing American League. Row number 2 will find Kyle Meyer, the 88 machine to the outside. David Polins in row number 2. Row 3 will find Jake Perkins in 59. Runner-up in the Legends a few moments ago, Daniel Folds in 09. Row 4 is going to find Robbie Keneally in the 1 machine to the outside, Tyler Payne. And the top 10 starters include Scott Finnecky and Mario Ercolani. And Charles, that's your top 10 as we get ready to roll here in a moment at Martinsville.
Yeah, not many more left out at the rear of this field. The 9 of Josh Helms and the 3 of Ryan Polins. Row 7 going to be the 97 of Eric Sellers and David Amzik in that 176 machine. And in the 96, David Tremblay on row 8. I was outside going to be Ryan Campbell, who is race control, and Carl Thompson, if he grids, will be starting row 8, not row 9, based on the fact that Ryan Campbell is not racing.
I just like that music. I just wanted to go all the way to the end, Charles. That's why I was just kind of just let the music play.
I thought I lost you there for a minute. So I was like, well, maybe we lost Wesley.
It is storming, though. I will tell you, it is storming. Storming in Charlotte right now. What do we always say, Charles? When there's a lot of red and orange and yellow, we don't nap. And and You Light Up My Life is not a good song right now with the weather.
No, probably not. Or the song that I know Will Duvall plays all the time over at UDTV, the song Thunder. Probably not the best choice of songs right now.
I've never been a fan of that song very much.
Well, I like the song. It's
I
not
always
a bad
like
song.
Back in Black. I've always liked Back in Black and For Those About to Rock.
Or Thunderstruck. But I like
No, not Thunderstruck. That's Thunderstruck. That's Thunder.
No.
Thunder.
No,
yes,
but
it is.
I know but the song Thunder. That song, I like the song, but the
thunder,
music video
feel the
is
thunder.
Yeah, that's music video for that is weird.
Yeah.
Song,
Lightning and the thunder.
yeah, that's how it is for you right now.
Is it? Yeah, exactly. I'm about to send you a picture. All right, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, Wesley, we're praying for you, buddy." I can't even watch TV.
Well, you shouldn't be watching TV. You're doing a broadcast.
I know. I'm playing. As I'm saying, but the TV will not stay on. The signal's bad. Oh, here we go. Green flag, Martinsville. Late models presented by LFOD Motorsports, and we're underway for 60 laps here at Martinsville. We are kicking the pavement. Oh my goodness, boy. We went from a racetrack to a demolition derby, and we are literally blocked on the back straightaway. Beneke involved, and there's Payne, and there's a whole bunch of other cars. Oh my goodness, Charles.
Yes, usually, Wesley, when there's a wreck, Payne is involved if you get hurt. Oh, you mean the Tyler Payne? Okay, gotcha.
You're funny.
This happened a little further up. We're going to stay here with Tyler Payne, as it looks like this may have been where this all originated. As you saw it, and then we went to it. Oh, right there, the 33, the 09, the 1, the 18, the 31, the 41, the 3, the 176, and just throw the 96 in there for good measure, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just, you know.
I have to, disagree with you on one thing, though, Wesley. That was not a parking lot. That was a junkyard. It may have been a parking lot at first, but it turned to a junkyard really quick.
That's right. Yes, right.
Oh, a huge, with only 15 cars starting the race, that was literally half the field, if not more.
Well, we saw a pretty clean event for the legend cars, and now we get all tore up, all shook up, and all messed up here for the late model stock race opening.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
It was definitely a wild start to start this race, for sure. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. We didn't get to talk to these drivers, but they didn't tell us anything out of the ordinary. The car's loose; it doesn't want to handle good. So to see that happen this early in the race makes you wonder if this setup is just not to their liking right now.
So we're on lap 5 of 60. And you have this battle for the championship between Parker Retzlaff and Trayton Lapsevich. And what do you know? They're right there with each other, 1 and 2. Lights are off on the pace truck. They're going to come to green next time by Charles, and we'll get ready to send them off again. The battle for the championship. We got to see what goes down here. Coming to green next time by. What are you thinking as we get ready to bring the field back to the start? There's now down to 12 cars, if that, after that accident off of turn 4. Boy, looks like Lapsevich got in there with the contact on Retzlaff, but Parker quickly slithers and gets right back after it again in turn 2.
Yeah, he is right there. These guys, we may see some of these feuds come back here late in these races here. When the faster cars, they're bigger cars, maybe a little bit more pride on the line as they're side by side for the race. A lead and a caution is out.
Yep, cautions, precautions, and there's another visit by the Banana Republic flag again. Trouble. Is that one of the teammates from the Legends race, I think? Is it Sellers? Is that Eric Sellers in 97? I think it is.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Let's see what happened here. They worked their way around the corner, and, well, is that Payne around him? Payne, Polins, Trombley? All in that mix, and there you see just, wow, oh, Trombley just, yeah. And then Trombley tried to give him a little assist and help him get back going again after contact making him lose control, and he just simply lost it. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, 2 cautions very quickly.
Very quickly, yellow flags. That'll give us a way to step away for a moment. We'll be back. Rocking and rolling. Fun times here. Martinsville, virtually. American iRacing League. Back with more in a moment on LSRTV and CRN Sports. The battle between Retzlaff and Lapsevich for the championship.
Look at that. Look how wide that deer is. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's down. He's down. Hold him up first, huh? Can you hold him up? Son, what do you think about that? Excited? After me.
Back here at Martinsville.
Yeah, sorry, that we would have been back
Please
sooner.
retract
but
my previous statement, Charles, if you don't mind. I was.
No. While we were off the air, we were talking about Wesley said he's going to resign on us. So, Jeff, if you're listening, Jeff just said he's resigning. Well, I'm getting messages on my phone now. He must be listening.
Jeff, I was only playing. I was only kidding.
His defense, he was only kidding. He apparently has a soft spot for Bambi getting shot.
Scarface the other night. I did, man. I just don't like seeing the I don't like seeing the deers and the birds and the ducks getting shot. I'm all for Appalachian holler hunters, and we appreciate them what they do. I'm not, the only problem with that video that I have is that he missed. Your words, not mine. You said that.
Hey, I'm an avid non-hunter that likes hunting.
I love hunting. We love chicken.
He said, "I love hunting. I love chicken."
We do.
Okay, so nobody's resigning. We're gonna shoot chickens and eat chickens. Green flag
We
is
are
out.
not resigning. We were only playing. I was only kidding. As Elfie says, I was only kidding. And we're going to go to the green flag and go back for the restart here. So,
chicken.
And look at this. Lapsevich just cannot seem to run down Parker Retzlaff. This game of cat and mouse goes on again between these two. We talk about this all the time, Charles.
Yeah, and we definitely do. And sorry, multitasking, we got people finally figuring out that you have bad weather involved, and now they're freaking out, and we're good, and they don't even realize it because clearly they're not watching the broadcast. So,
but who's freaking out? Tell them to let me do my job. Leave me alone.
Let him do his job. But Lapsevich, you're right. Lapsevich right there in second place. He's holding his own against Ratzliff. And I really want to know if those two can possibly get together and how that will turn out. Meanwhile, Tyler Payne, he's sitting in sixth place just outside. Oh, as Ercolani gets way sideways.
This Mario. Super Mario Ercolani a little bit sideways there for a moment. Kept on going.
So is that his new name, Super Mario Cannoli Ercolani?
It's... You call him cannoli. I don't understand where the hell that come from, but yeah, that's what you call him.
Probably because I like cannolis. I don't know.
We do like cannolis, don't we?
We do. I don't know. I think of cannoli, I think of Italian, and then I think of Ercolani, and you say his name, it seems like an Italian name. I bet he cooks good food.
Well, maybe he'll have a good run tonight. We have him in the broadcast, and he can talk to us about all of his.
Well, he's only about 4 or 5 spots from being in the top 3, and he's trying to pick off the 9 right now. So we'll see if he can get by Holmes, Josh Holmes, in that number 9 machine. But it looks like Holmes is actually going to get by him. Meanwhile, that lead has kind of separated. Now it looks like Retzlaff has about, I would say, 5/10 over Lapsevich. So the gap is growing for that lead spot.
And while that goes on, they'll work back around, start finish. Next time around, putting about 20 plus laps on the board. 5 to halfway in this. I'm sorry, 10 laps to halfway. This is a 60 lap race for the late model stocks.
Yes,
and
yes,
for
it is.
Quiet now. Everyone's just kind of playing nice. No one doing anything wrong now. So good. Just wait to see. I honestly think Lapsevich is setting up. It's going to be one of those last second moves. What do you call them?
Yeah, he very well could be just kind of waiting, biding his time. We'll zoom out here just a little bit so you can see. Actually, let's just go to the blimp view, and you can see there's first, second, and third. Kyle Meyer just kind of mired back in third, but he's not too terribly far back. As Lapsevich still just sitting there lying in wait, kind of like the hunting dog ready to go get his prey.
That's right. So here we go. As as we rock and roll here on the blimp side of things. By the way, aerial coverage is presented by All American Pools. Charles, can you tell us a little bit more about All American Pools? I mean, obviously it's summertime, so I mean, it's going to start getting hot.
Well,
gotta get your pools ready, right? All American Pools, let them take care of you, get it done.
They sell pools and they're All American. You wanted to know more. I told you more.
Well, thank you. So if you're interested in being a sponsor, contact Charles, and that's what he'll give you as a sponsor plug.
Yes, but if you give me more information than they do, I will. Actually, technically, that spot is open. They are a partner with, myself and Race on Texas, but that spot is open. So if you're looking to get your name out there, that spot is technically open. That we can get you in there, and you can be the drone coverage sponsor, as we go to it quite often. And it really helps out in little tracks like this, and we can see more of the field. As it definitely is a good view. So hey, hit us up if you're interested.
That's
Again,
right.
If you give us more information, we will give you more than they're a pool company that's all American. I promise you, we can read a script. We know how.
Oh, he said that, not me.
Yeah,
definitely,
I
for
also
sure.
said that
we
we're
can't
2
read
laps from
We
halfway.
can't read a script, though. We can. We are definitely coming upon halfway as well.
Halfway coming up, and not much going on at the front, really. And let's be honest, there's not a whole lot going on anywhere on this track. They are really spread out. This is one of the closest battles right here. For that matter, it is the only real battle on track. Everyone else is spread out, and it comes down to nothing. We're not knocking the AIRL or American iRacing League. It's a product of leagues. We've been dealing with this with every league. Every league deals with it. Every broadcaster has to deal with it. You get to the championship night, close to the end of the season, and people start dropping off that know they don't have a shot in it. And that's why we urge drivers as broadcasters, even if you are not in the hunt for the chase, show up, because you do matter in the chase, whether you're in it or not.
That's right. You're exactly right. I mean, you be in there, be in the hunt, put your cards on the table, and see what goes down.
Yeah, I mean, it could be the difference of, 2 or 3 cars, 2 or 3 points, and that be exactly what a driver needs to separate himself from, say, 3rd place. He needs that driver to be in 5th or 6th, and hey, you always got to show up. You always got to do what you have to do. But Parker Retza, he's doing that. He needs to just keep calm and keep moving forward, as we are now 29 laps to go, 28 at the line away from finishing this race. And then the grand poobah of the races, we have 100 laps here with the super late models.
Yeah, that's the last one. That's the big one. That's the big humdinger, if you will. You want to be a part of that one coming up for sure.
Humdinger.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
The humdinger? Yeah.
You sure?
For sure. Yeah,
no
doubt.
We're going to need someone to look up the definition of a humdinger-linger.
You ain't never heard of the word a humdinger, a barn burner?
I've heard barn burner, not a humdinger. That sounds like a whatchamacallit.
Is it?
That sounds like something Grandpa would come up with. I'll get your whatchamacallit from the shed, and it's next to the doodadder and the dilly-mabob.
There you go, shish kebab. Shish kebab in the washing machine, so just make sure you pull them belts and hang on tight.
Yeah, there you go.
We've lost our mind. We're delirious.
For the record, I never had mines. I don't know.
That's true. At least you admit it.
Exactly. See, when people know you don't have one, they don't expect much. But again, these guys are really just spread out. There's nothing going on this track right now.
They're playing nice, man. I mean, I just got to give them credit. They're just staying out of trouble and just knocking off laps, taking laps, knocking them off, putting them down. Bottom line.
It's almost like, you go over here to the front. They got all of their craziness. You should have spread this drama and craziness over the full season. It's like they let it all out in the last 2 weeks, and kind of how you do.
I'm wondering if this week off last week for Memorial Day got everybody just kind of would it calm back down? They're calm again. So, and I do understand that there is actually conversation, Charles, that there is going to be a new race director. They have hired a new race director, and this race director is not going to be involved in anything with the drivers, teams, sponsors. They're going to call it like right down the line because I guess there's been a couple of controversial things that have gone on that make people question some of the calls of the races or the decisions that were made, and that's only going to make the series, bottom line, that's going to make the series better. It is better to get somebody in there that is impartial, that is not friends. Honestly, and I don't mean to be to sound like an ass like this way, I don't want to know you. If I'm the race director, Charles, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to know you. I don't want to buddy up with you. Come in here. I'm going to call the race. I'm going to make the calls. And if you got something to say about it as we go to 20 to go here in the late model stock race, then we can discuss things. But if not, it should stand. And when you've got friendships and when you've got kind of like, tough decisions to make, and then that whole personal versus business thing comes at stake, you got to make sure you get somebody that's going to be completely impartial.
And see, this is where we're going to have a difference of opinion here. I personally, if I was a driver, I want to be friends with race control because that just means I have to pay them less to bribe them.
See, everything that I said in a serious manner, you ruined it. Okay.
No, but all seriousness, no, you're right, though. Race control should not have any real contact with the drivers. They should be in their own private place.
Right.
They should either be hidden so nobody knows who they are. That's kind of hard on here. But yes, definitely no contact. And we run that same rule in Upper Edge when we finally get back up off the ground again. Is our race control team will not have contact with the drivers other than to relay information from them. And if a driver contacts them outside of the race, they will be penalized.
And by the way, we are closing in on 5 laps to go. 15 remaining. Retzlaff, Lapsevich, and Dyer right now 1, 2, and 3. Perkins and Payne top 5. Everyone else single file.
Yeah, that first race took about 43 minutes to run. This one going to take about 35, so it's significantly shorter. But we've also had less cautions, as you can see right now.
We have, 2 yellow flags, if anything? I mean,
yeah. It was very far, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all spread out. Not a whole lot going on. This is your closest battle right here. And let's be honest, it's been the closest battle for the last 20 laps. And it's been the really only battle here for the last 20 laps as well, between the 41 and the 97 of Ercolani and Sellers. Other than that, it's been very calm and relaxed.
And we're closing in on 13 laps to go. As Parker Retzlaff, let's get up here. The leaders again, as that right there is Ercolani and Sellers. That's inside the top 10 in 8th and 9th. But while that goes on, there's the leader. And there is Parker Retzlaff. And honestly, Charles, he is pulled away from Trayton Lapsevich. If Lapsevich wants a shot at the championship, he better stop him, and he better run him down now, because honestly, time is running out. We're coming to 10 to go here in a few more.
Yeah, just a few more laps to go, and one more car going a lap down.
Whoa!
That is the 176 of David Adams, as he puts him a lap down. Sorry, 2 laps down now. You're starting to see a little bit of picking up here. You got David Plins and Tyler Payne now. I guess the waiting game is over for them with 10 laps to go.
There we said it, 10 remaining. 10 laps to go and under 10 remaining when they come to the line this time by. 9 to go. Parker Retzlaff, he's opened it up. Got to wonder, Charles, is Trayton Lapcevich about to pull up that steam, that momentum, and start to make a rally to run down the 42? It looks like he's put it to the whip. He's got that car in stealth mode now as he dives into 3.
Now, I'm keeping an eye on the timing and scoring, and now he's 1.1, now he's 1.2. I have a feeling when you interview Lapcevich, the words that are going to come out of his mouth are going to be, I just didn't have anything for Retzlaff. I think those are the words you're going to hear from Lapcevich. He just didn't have anything for Parker here tonight, as he is now steadily, gap is growing, 1.3 seconds. He just doesn't have anything for your race leader, Parker, right now.
The laps are winding down.
Six to go.
6 laps to go, as Charles reiterated on, and Parker Retzlaff. But Charles, I think if I'm remembering correctly here, if Parker wins this whole night, 3 championships, and I think it's 3 times he has swept all of the races on race night, 3 or 4 times actually, as we come to 5 to go. I don't think that's never been done before. Seriously.
I'm not sure if it's ever been done in series history, but yes, this would be his 3rd time this season to completely sweep all 3 if he can pull out the hat trick and get the win here in the next race, as we have 4 to go in this one. So again, it's really a matter of time if he can do it here for the American iRacing League, again, season finale.
Taking it down to the finish. And what a performance we have seen so far by all of these drivers. But it is down to the wire. It is time to let something show for sure, and it is time to go. And go now, for that matter. Watching this lap car in front of the leader, out of the outside lane, move out of the way, the 9. And that's the 9 machine of Josh Holmes. Meanwhile, CRN 1 to go. White flag in the air. Charles, 1 more lap to go. And they're looking at another champion in Parker Retzlaff. He's trying to do it again in the late models here at Martinsville.
Yeah, and barring a catastrophic mistake on his end, it's going to happen. 1.4 seconds the gap. It's just not going to be enough. Parker Retzlaff going back-to-back wins here in the late models and the legends once again.
What a performance. What a job for the driver of the number 42. Ponzi entry. Ponzi entry out of Rhinelander, Wisconsin. And there you see Trayton Lapcevich going back and saying, hey, congratulations to you as well. And William. Well, let's be suffice to say, second win of the night. He wins again. And in addition to that, Charles, he is going to get another $25 from James Call, the modified team for CF Motorsports in the Legends race. Now go ahead and make it champion for the late model stocks as well, presented by LFOD Motors. And Charles, he's going to get another $50 from Karma Salon and Day Spa as well.
Yeah, definitely a nice little payday here for Parker Retzlaff.
Me and Parker have to talk about production talent fees. Roll fees for us, broadcasters. Yeah, making him look good. Oh, the unofficial results presented by sawblade.com. Parker Retzlaff, 1.5 seconds back to Trayton Lap. Switch Kyle Meyer gets back to third. Jake Perkins, it's way back at 15 seconds back for David Polins, and the hits just keep on coming. Tyler Payne, Eric Sellers, Mario Urkulani, last car on the lead lap. Josh Holmes, David Trumley, 1 lap down, and there's your top 10, Charles.
And followed by David Adamczyk, Ryan Polins, Daniel Folds, Scott Finke, Robbie Keneally, Ryan Campbell not starting the race as race control, and Carl Thompson just not starting the race all together.
So we will take a quick break. When we come back, we will talk to the top 3, and then we get ready for the main event as Parker Retzlaff has won the Legends. He now wins the LFOD Motorsports Late Model Stock Championship and the finish win here of the season finale at Martinsville. The Super Late Models presented by Team 126 Racing, their practice session, and then qualifying all on the way here from Martinsville. LSRTV, Sierra Sports, back with more in a moment.
We're based out of West Monroe, Louisiana. We do custom T-shirts, racing. We'll do any shirt. We'll do schools, churches, fundraisers. We do a ton of event shirts, as you can see on our board here, all around our banner. Personalized. I mean, we'll do anything. It doesn't matter to us. We got the custom rugs. We use all the top quality shirts, inks and everything. Hoodies, hats. We do embroidered hats, embroidered shirts. Just you can call us for anything. We do offer the bag and fold to where you can receive them and they're already labeled and tagged and bagged, ready to give out to your customer and stuff. So you just call us and just tell us, hey, this is what we're looking at doing, and if we're going to put the car on there, it is 125 quantity minimum. If it's without the car, it's 60 quantity minimum. That's strictly on the racing stuff. If it's a business or something, if you race on Texas shirts, it's a little bit differently. You can call us. It just depends on your quantity and ink color. Everything is hand drawn. I mean, everything. We don't Photoshop anything onto a shirt or anything like that. Everything that we go through, everything is drawn, and which is the reason for the art fees. We do have several graphic artists that draw for us, and they're really good. So what we do is on any package that you do, we can mix and match. We can do any colors. You can do purple, red, blue, green, and do the rest black. It doesn't matter to us. With your design on there, we can do hoodies. We can do hoodies, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, tank tops. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's almost limitless what you can do, and you can put all that together in that package to make that minimum requirements. They can call us 318-278-7191, or they can email us at bulletprooftees@yahoo.com, or they can go to the website bulletprooftees.com.
Welcome back to coverage of the American iRacing League. Top 3 for the late model stocks as they are getting ready for their practice session for the Super Late Model feature to close out Season 3, Race 10 here tonight at Martinsville. We're going to talk to Kyle Meyer. Kyle, third place, man. Talk about the run as you get ready to put a tip of the cap on the late model stock race and go Super Late Model racing next. What a run for you.
Yeah, we finally had one come together for us, and trying to run Trayton down was just hard to run with these guys.
Well, I mean, it's got to be a good feeling, though. I mean, you kind of had some highs and ups and downs this year on the series, so I mean, it's got to be good to finish the year on a high note with a top 3 podium.
Oh yeah, it's just nice to have luck on the side for once.
All right, man. Well, before we let you go, thank your sponsors, and we appreciate you.
Trifolds Racing, Behringer Builders, Jonathan Mullet Racing, Easy Cuts, and see we got supers.
All right, buddy. Thank you. That's Kyle Meyer. Kyle Meyer will finish in the number 3 position here tonight at the Martinsville Speedway for the LFOD Motorsports Late Model Stocks. To second place, Trayton Lapsevich. He'll also be the runner-up to the championship as well. Trayton, run out of time, ran out of tires. Was Parker Retzlaff just that too good for the late model race here tonight?
Yeah, we got under him a couple times there early in the race and had a caution come out just at an unfortunate point. But no, I would say he's probably run out of tire there. I was able to put a little pressure on him at the start of the run, and it just fell back as the run went on. And you know, he's fast. We were probably the second best car of your race, and the standing showed at the end of the year here. But we'll get better for next season and try a shot at the championship.
I will say this though, you guys respected each other.
Oh yeah, Parker and I are good buddies. We always hang out, and yeah, we try and get along good. We're both pretty competitive, and it can get heated sometimes, but most of the time we can be friends at the end of the day.
There you go. But you will be the runner-up for the late model stock race. What's it gonna take to stop him at least winning the super late model race and trying to win that championship, as he tries to go for the hat trick in all 3?
I think we're going to go into the super race here just with the goal to put it on the pole and lead all the laps. So we'll see what happens.
There you go, man. Sponsor time. You know what you want to thank?
I got to thank all you guys at LSRTV and Tyler at AIRL and all those guys, and a big shout out to Reaper Speed Lab as well.
That's the driver of the number 76 machine. Again, that's Trayton Lapsevich from Grimsby, Ontario, Canada, now in the Carolinas. And hey, but your brother Caden Lapsevich was at a race that I announced that on Saturday. Did you know that?
Yeah, I watched it on the big screen here at home. I wish I could be down there, but I got to do with what we have it for now.
Definitely, bud. Yes, Caden Lapsevich was at Caraway Speedway, one of the races that I do Caraway Speedway TV for. So definitely the Lapsevich family, big in racing, virtual or reality. Trayton Lapsevich, runner-up in the points championship and here for the late models here at Martinsville. Victory lane we go. My goodness, you're racking up wins, championships. Parker, you're also getting money. Me and Charles were talking about this. You got to give us some type of a broadcaster bonus for all the interviews. I think I interview more. I interview you more on iRacing than any other broadcaster does on a weekly basis.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had a really good season in AIRL this year. I think I've got an interview every week and sometimes multiple a week, so it's been a really good season. And Trayton did get under me early in the race, and I just got lucky cautions and was able to just keep enough tire to just drive away with it there at the end.
Definitely, bud. Well, it was another win, another championship for you. Just talk about just holding Trayton Lapsevich off. I mean, pretty much he just is it all about the pole? Is it all about qualifying? Do you feel if you're down, that's all she wrote? What's the take on this, bud?
With Trayton, I really do like getting the pole on him, especially because we do race each other so hard because we're such close friends and we talk every day. So there's a little bit of competitiveness just between being such good friends that getting the pole really does help racing against him.
All right, man. Well, listen, same old song and dance. Thank your sponsors and congratulations to you, man.
Thank you. I have to thank Ponzi, EcoTrax, Iron Horse Loggers, Loglo for Kids, Grill Ads, my parents for supporting me in real racing and sim racing, you guys for broadcasting every week, Tyler for putting on the whole series, and everyone else who supports me.
Hey, by the way, you do realize, in addition to all the other bonuses and all the good things that go with being the champion for tonight's race as well, the great folks at CF Motorsports gave you $25 for winning the Legends race, and right now $50 also going to you winning the late model stock event presented by Karma Salon and Day Spa. So Triple M pulling also for being the sponsor too. But man, that's a pretty good payday for you right now. $75. You're gonna try to go to 125.
I'm gonna try whatever. I'm just gonna try and leave with all 3 championships. But thank you to everyone who sponsored the series all season and everyone who puts any money into the series that we all race. Have fun.
Now, final question, Parker. The ARCA East Series is going to be in my neck of the woods on Saturday at Southern National for the Carolina 200. Are you going to be at that race in Kinley?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will be there.
Awesome. Well, we definitely got to try to run down and see you. I think might be able to try to make practice on Friday or the race is on Saturday, or I might pop in on Saturday, but I definitely need to just run down there, even if it's just for a little bit, to come say hello and wish you luck for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, come see me. I'll be there.
All right, man. Well, good luck in the super late model race, because it's go time coming up next after a musical interlude. Parker Retzlaff, again, winner of the LFOD Motorsports late model stocks. We're going to step away, play some music. We'll reset here in a bit, and it's time for the main event. Martinsville Speedway, under the lights, big time racing with the American iRacing League. And don't forget, coming up in 2 weeks, Season 4, a summer mini-series for 5 weeks. Super trucks, late models, super late models. They're going to be sponsored, of course, by CMO, Screen Printing Supply. Also, all that going on in a couple of weeks. And yes, it will be live on LSR and CRN Sports. Charles and myself back in a bit. We'll step away. Little music for you as practice is going on. We'll be back at qualifying. All right, welcome back to coverage of the American iRacing League Monday night championship night, Martinsville Speedway, LSRTV, Sierra Sports. I am Wesley Outland. He is Charles Wooten alongside. We call him AKA him. Charles, this is it, brother. Can we see history made? Or Trayton Lapcevich pull the upset? We have qualifying on course now. Jake Perkins up first in 59, but can Parker Retzlaff get pole, stay out in front for 100 laps, or just win the race and win the championship and sweep season 3 of the American iRacing League?
Yeah, he's got to do everything perfect here because there's going to be a lot of cars looking to take him down here in this final race. Again, not much of a break. I think there's a week or two break in between this one and the next series, maybe a little more. I believe July 21st is the official starting date of the new series. So maybe a little, maybe about a month or so, but that one will be here before you know it. But so everybody kind of using this race as a chance to dethrone Retzlaff. Whether it's going to happen is another story.
That's right. Will it happen? That's the question. What will go down as we watch these drivers working their way around the racetrack qualifying? And there goes Carson Nagy, Robbie Keneally. Right now, this the man that set the bar earlier, first car out of the 59 machine. He's currently 19 double nickel on the board. Robbie Keneally in the number 2 spot. There's Robbie Keneally, 19,583, just coming up short. And right now we still await Lapcevich, Retzlaff to qualify. They have not took time yet. Here comes John Oliette in the number 81 machine.
And
could we be seeing Retzlaff and Lapcevich playing possum to qualify, Charles? What are you thinking, bud? Wait until the end? Wait until the middle? When is the perfect time to come out to qualify, you think?
Apparently, Lapcevich thinks it's right now. He just rolled out onto the track. It looks like Retzlaff going to wait just a little bit, but there's that 32 of Trayton Lapcevich being scored as 132 in the race, but 32 on the car with Reaper Speed Labs, I believe, is on the side panel. Yes, it is. We'll see what he does. He's going to be in the top, I'm sure. The question is, will he take pole? In not with that, he's not going to.
Yeah, that's not good. Wow. Was that Lapcevich?
That was Lapcevich's.
Oh, jeez.
That's not good. He was not running laps. He was Crashevich there for a minute.
Ryan Matthews. Remember, Ryan's won a couple of races. Here's Trayton Lapcevich can turn it around again.
He's got to do good. He got 1:50 left on the clock, roughly. And so far, Retzlaff has not come out still. Here, he's got to come out if he wants to put a lap in, obviously.
But here's the thing, though, Charles. Lapcevich has had some bad. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, it's going to be close.
And fourth fastest.
Fourth.
And he's going to shut it down.
Parker Retzlaff, I think he was waiting for him.
I
believe he was waiting. He was playing possum, Charles.
He was waiting to see what everybody else ran, so you know what you got to be. You know, it's an age-old game there you play. You let everybody go out, and then you know exactly what you need to run. He shuts it down before he starts lap number 1, though. Actually, no.
So can he go back out to requalify? What can he do?
He can still go out. He has one more lap to go, as he is back out on the racing surface right now. This is his one and only lap, though.
So, Charles, if we see a car on the track virtually, and then all of a sudden they disappear, they get one more lap, obviously. What are they doing? Are they making an adjustment? So are they going back and going in the settings real quickly to try to make some different on the car? What did Parker just do now as he comes to the line?
Yeah, in this case they can't make any adjustments because I believe it is a fixed setup. But
here he comes.
Yeah, he is going to come to what it basically is. They didn't like how they got out of the pits, or they didn't like their run. Something happened they didn't like, as he's going to only go to fourth.
Wow.
Look who's at the top right now. That is Alex McCollum.
And remember, they've got history the last time they were around each other. Remember what happened? And McCollum ended up winning the race, if you remember, too, Charles.
Yeah, so history is hopefully in the past. We'll see. But what we do know is that is going to do it for qualifying as, final race of the season, final race of the night. There ain't no telling how this one's going to go, Wesley.
Buckle in, strap in, hold on tight, put the women and children to bed. Katie bar the door. The Humdinger barn burner is about to get underway. Here's your starting lineup for the final time in Season 3. The Martinsville Speedway and the Team 126 Racing starting lineup for the Team 126 Racing Super Late Models. Catch the segue? Here we go. Row 1, fast qualifier from New Jersey, Alex McCollum to the outside. Jake the Snake Perkins in the 59. Not Jake from Snake Farm, Jake the Snake. Row 2, we're winners sometimes this year as well for LeDuc Matthews Racing. That's Ryan Matthews in the 51 to the outside. Ryan Leonard, Wisconsin's Parker Retzlaff. He's trying to pull the hat trick and win the championship finale and the championships in all 3. Row 3, we'll find Robbie Keneally, the Californian, the number 1 to the outside. The Canadian, Trayton Lapsevich, in the number 76. Row 4 on the grid, we'll find Kyle Meyer in the 88. Brett Suggs is alongside. Around out here at Martinsville, it's Daniel Folds, David Polens, top 10. We roll on with Charles in the lineup.
And in the row 6, inside-outside, it's going to be Tyler Payne in the 18, and the 93 of Carson Nagy. Row 7 is going to be the 81 of John Olliett in the number 81, and the 11 of Rick Spencer-Walt on the outside. Row 8 is going to be the 41 of Mario Ercolini, and the 31 of Scott Finke. And rounding out, I do believe this field, not quite going to be Alex Rudolph and David Trumley. Yes, that will round out your field here for the Team 126 starting grid, as Ryan Campbell not going to be racing tonight.
But a tough break there for one of the Campbell drivers, and they are out. So the lineup is set. The field is beginning to roll. The biggest car count of the night, obviously, the super late models, close to 19. 18, actually, because you said Ryan Campbell is a scratch. Charles, what do you think we're going to see in this late model race? Super late models coming up here in just a moment at Martinsville. It's going to be like, can we see history made? Can Lapsevich pull the upset? Will McCollum be a factor? Will Alex McCollum have something to say about stopping Retzlaff from making history? What will it be like as we get ready for it?
Well, I think if you look at the top 6, you have McCollum, Perkins, Retzlaff, Lapsevich, Kinley, Matthews in there, all in the top 6. I think your top 6 is going to get real hairy really quick here at the start of this race.
We'll watch them. The lights are off on the pace truck. 1 to go. This distance is 100 laps. 100 laps. Another going to the winner. Pace truck is in. Here they come. The virtual American iRacing League charter members in the fraternal order of virtual go fast, ready to giddy up and gallop in their kaleidoscope of colors. Here they come to the Geico start zone. Green in the air. We're underway. The champion to be decided. We're super late model kicking the pavement at Martinsville. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're 5 laps into it. Super late models here. Martinsville, Alex McCollum right now, Charles, early man out in front, leading the way. Ryan Matthews, but Parker Retzlaff, he's up to 3rd. Lapsevich is all the way back to 8th, might I add.
Yeah, I kind of figured we'd have a little bit more beating and banging going on early in this race. But so far, that's really not the issue. They are staying nice, clean, and green. And real quick, this is totally off subject, but, you know, for the ones that are tuning in here watching tonight, I'm curious. I want to get your opinion. We have the top bar up right now. What do you like? Top bar, sidebar? Let us know in chat which one you prefer. I think the sidebar, you know, our top bar more out of the way. Sidebar shows a little bit more information. Let us know what you think. What's your favorite? And you know, we'll get a little feedback. But Parker Retzlaff in 3rd. He will start at 4th. He's working his way towards the front. And this is, I know it's 100 laps, but the bottom line is this. Laps can go by quickly here at Martinsville. They tick them off, put them down one by one. And we could see that for sure as quickly we watch Retzlaff right there. He's in 3rd, trying to run down for 2nd. And we'll zoom out and look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Just nose to tail, straight training it. You know, did the race control, did the league owner, Tyler Payne, get a hold of these guys and just slap the ever-loving crap out of them and say, knock it off, guys? So much that he, like, knocked the racing clean out of them, because these guys are just staying single file until you get to about maybe, well, no, not even there. That fizzled out. So these guys are not
I just
near
think it's
racing.
too early. I just think it's too early right now, Charles. Well, I just think it's too early.
Yeah, and I was thinking that too, but we saw this in the last race too. We thought it was too early then, and they just kept it that way the whole race. It's just they're not as racy as they were. David Plins and Carson Nagy back here in 12th and 13th trying to put a little battle on, but there's just not the battling that we've seen in the past.
Well, I know there was definitely discussions. There was social posts that were made in regards to some of the shenanigans and some of the post-rage activity comments. You know, I mean, not only did this thing go into the iRacing server, but this also went on social media after post, and a lot of trash talking, and a lot of, you know, per se, I don't take offense to it because I think, honestly, Charles, in virtual or reality, you got to have thick skin to be in the motorsports industry. But suffice to say with that, some more things got said on social media that maybe didn't need to get said, but the powers that be of the American iRacing League said, look, we're making changes. We're going to do things differently. We're going to have a new race director effective immediately. Doing things, none of this, you know, none of this. Listen, I'm all for good hard racing. I know you are as well, Charles, but where do you draw the line? As we look now at Parker Retzlaff, he's trying to run down John Oliet for that number 2 spot. I'm sorry, Ryan Matthews, my apologies, trying to get around Ryan Matthews for the number 2 spot. But the question is, Charles, where do you draw the line? When do you say, okay, guys, listen, enough is enough? And it seems like that is what's happened here tonight. Nobody has had vendettas. Nobody has had payback come to mind on any of these things. Obviously, Retzlaff and McCollum, they had some business that was unsettled at Lanier 2 weeks ago for the penultimate race of the season. But tonight here at Martinsville's finale, everyone has been racing pretty clean.
Yeah, and you know, I have to wonder, as I hear you knocking out some wood over there.
No, I think that's my DoorDash.
Oh, they're knocking on the wood then. But yeah, you have to wonder, you know, are they really learned and they're not doing this? Or is this setup just not racy enough for them and they're not able to do it? Either way, it has been very
that's
calm.
something I didn't even think about.
It
right.
just could not be a racy enough setup, but we'll find out if this 42 of Retzlaff can get by Matthews in that 51 machine. If he can, and he can run down McCollum, that could be interesting. And I believe Wesley.
This is the main event. This is the main event. No, I'm back. I got mine. Oh, look out! Trouble! It's that Matthews and Retzlaff and Keneally. Lapsevich was there. Caution is out.
And that was definitely not anything intentional. I can almost promise you that.
Could we have spoken too soon?
No, I don't think so. I think right here you're about to see as let's take it to the high above view in the drone, and I think he just got in a little too hot. Just he almost got him there.
Oh, I don't know.
He's trying.
He gave him a little shot there to the left rear.
And right there, he just barely taps him. I mean, barely taps him. And then he gets the wall to boot on top of that. So.
And there's Lapsevich who just like said, "Okay, buddy, I'm back in this again," because he was back 4 spots and they just ran him back down.
And right there, and you'll see
and
the
he's
42.
in the pits.
Yeah, he got damage right there from getting in that wall right after he got into the back bumper of Ryan Matthews. So that settles that. We're not going to be seeing McCollum and Parker Retzlaff getting together here probably tonight. But then again, we still have 79 laps to go. So
I was going to say that, Charles. Exactly. There's still a lot of laps left to go in this race, and we've seen both of those guys go to the back and race their way back to the front. We've seen it.
And, if he's able to get back up there, possibly, we might see something. But, you have 2 things that why I wonder if there'll be any battling between them 2 here tonight is, one, did Parker Retzlaff have a fast enough car to even get up to McCollum? And was Ryan Matthews holding him up? And he did have a fast enough car. The other side of that is, if he did have a fast enough car and Ryan Matthews was holding him up, does he have that fast car now that he has that damage to the front of it?
Well, we're going to take a break. Come back with more coverage. We'll see if Retzlaff can try to go for the hat trick. Still a long way to go here for the Team 126 Racing Super Late Models finale. Martinsville Speedway coverage returns on CRN Sports and on LSRTV, your home for sim racing in a moment. Play your Monarch commercial. Ready to come out of turn 4. Quick commercial, back to green, and Alex McCollum on the whip, pulling away from Keneally. Perkins, look at Jake Perkins up there on the inside. Lapsevich is there. Myers, could this have opened the door for Trayton Lapsevich to win the championship? And the question is this: if Parker Retzlaff can't win, what position does he need to be to at least be ahead of Trayton Lapsevich to secure the Super Late Model Series championship?
I wouldn't even leave that to chance. I would make sure, if I'm Parker Retzlaff, that I finish ahead of Lapsevich under any circumstance possible. I don't want to leave that to chance. I want to finish ahead of him no matter what. He's already up to 13th. He was in 18th. He's the 13th in just 1 lap. So Retzlaff is on the move as he's going to pick up a few more and put them down here very quickly.
We're closing in on 30 laps in. 70 laps, over 70 laps to go in this event. Charles Wooten, Wesley Outland back up here with you, topside, virtually. Martinsville Speedway. And you see the new ticker. Sometimes it's on the bottom, now it's on the top. Alex McCollum, Robbie Keneally, Jake Perkins, Trayton Lapsevich, Kyle Meyer, the top 5. As it stands right now. And Charles, could we see Retzlaff climb back through? Right now he's in 12th. He's making a run back to the top 10.
Oh yeah, he'll be back in the front. I didn't know he was going to have time, but then I realized we had still 70 laps to go when they get to the line. He's got plenty of time to work his way through this field, and I think he's going to do it. He's just got to work his way methodically and not get involved in any mistakes on the way up and get caught up in a wreck.
Back straightaway. There they are. They're at speed. Out in front. Again, McCollum. And you know, you got to wonder, Charles, you know, we remember what happened at Lanier. And we saw where McCollum and Retzlaff had their payback moments, I guess, to both each other. And instead, I mean, it was pretty much literally, it was a, okay, you know, you did what you had to do. I did what I had to do. Let's let bygones be bygones. And for the most part, honestly, Charles, it seems like that's exactly what happened. They're you know, you always remember, and I say this, virtual or reality, Charles, a racer never forgets. And sometimes payback comes when it's going to get to you the most, when it's going to come for something big, whether it be a race win, whether it be for a championship. That's normally when that little, you know, payback or revenge or vendetta personal comes back and rears its ugly head, and it costs you. What Parker did getting into the left rear of, you know, Keneally and Matthews, or Matthews' car, you know, that was just a racing mistake error. He's still got plenty of time left in this race, but then the question is, when he runs back down, because let's say Parker Retzlaff needs a caution flag, he just don't need to be it. But when he runs back down, these guys, how much tire wear is used up because of making this crazy charge back to the front from the back?
Yeah, he's really got to be careful not to use up those tires any more than he needs to, just enough to get by. He's currently sitting in 11th, so he's not really making a big charge as of right now, but he's still got 64 laps to go. He could just be biding his time and taking it easy, just like he needs to do.
Yeah, just like we talked about, there's still a lot of racing left to go, and again, there he is. He's caught up to Matthews behind him, and that's inside the top 10. That's for 10th and 11th, I believe, right now. And we watch and we wait. And honestly, Charles, we're going to see these two guys try to run each other down by getting around Polins, getting around John Oliet. They'll do that. Here comes now Matthews. Oh, trouble, contact in the back. John Oliet battling with the 33. Caution is out. John Oliet battling with the 133 of Brett Suggs, if you will. Actually, it was David Polins. And no, I guess it was Brett Suggs. Caution is out, Charles, and we're under yellow, and honestly, guys like Ryan Matthews, Parker Retzlaff, they needed that yellow flag again.
Yeah, they definitely needed that flag, and then that's going to bunch this field back up, and that's exactly what they needed. We'll see exactly what happened here, and look who's right in front of this, as he just got by that. You know, Parker Retzlaff, you know, could not have been any luckier. If he'd have been one position back, that very well could have been him.
So, question is, anybody come to the pits? I don't think anybody's going to pit. I wouldn't think so, right?
No,
Charles,
I don't see
think anybody's
coming down.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't see anybody coming to the pits.
No, nobody came down. Pits are clear. The pit crew's getting a bonus here. They're getting paid and don't even have to do work. That's a pretty
right.
good deal.
That's right.
So we haven't had a caution until now to check in with chat, and we got nobody. Nobody answered our question which one they like. Josh Altus is in chat, and he did not even answer. We'll just have to not talk about him during his race.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems fair, right?
By the way, speaking of their race, the only race we have this week, besides again on Sunday, is Wednesday night. The S&B Cup Series by Appalachian All Hunters. Charles Wooten and myself will be in the... No. Will it be Samuel Dyer or Greg Rentz? If it's not available, I guess it'll be Samuel. I don't know. No, it is Charles. Yeah. Because Charles, it's me and Charles. I forgot. I'm bad.
Well,
back to green.
I can officially say, Wesley, you could not remember that, and you said when I stop losing my memory, that's when I can't announce anymore. So retire it up. Yeah, that's what you said. You said when I can't remember stuff, I won't be an announcer anymore. So you just forgot you were in the
It's been a stressful couple of
booth.
weeks. Okay, don't even give me that shenanigans. I'm not listening to you. Like seriously, don't even give me that stuff.
You forgot.
I will say this.
It's
you. It's always you. I know. And I felt bad last week, man. Oh my God. Charles just like, you want to go? You want to leave? No, I'll stay. But just I don't feel good.
Yeah, he's in it bad. You want to know what's not bad? Parker Retzlaff's in 6th place.
That's right.
He is coming very quickly to try to get up to the front. Keep in mind, the guy that kind of gave him he gave the shot to is right behind him in that 51. So could Matthews possibly try to give him a little payback here in the season's finale and to say, nah, you're not going to win. We're going to go to the back again.
Can I also tell you we're watching Parker Retzlaff close back into the top 5. He's trying to get around Folds there. And the good thing is, Charles, the top 5, all the leaders, including McCollum and Lapsevich, 1 and 2, are right there in his sights. It's not like anybody's pulling away.
Yeah, this is very true.
Exciting.
Yes. So much so, I want to have a water balloon fight.
McCollum, Lapsevich, Keneally, they're 1, 2, and 3. Meyer and Folds, top 5. Retzlaff is there, followed by Matthews, Suggs, Payne, and the top 10 will end with Carson Nagy, Rick Spencer-Walt, Mario Arcolani, Alex Rodolph, Scott Finke, John Elliott, Jake Perkins, David Polins, David Trumbley. The rundown of 18 cars halfway here at Martinsville. Extended, kicking the pavement. Woohoo! Crank it up. back to turn 3, and the leaders still stay single file. No one jumping out of line. And Charles, it's all Alex McCollum.
I don't know. I think it's Retzlaff. He's coming. He's in 5th place. He's running down 4th right now in that 88 of Meyer. I think McCollum's
Man, we
got
wondered if
Vince.
he could do it. We seriously did. We said, could he pull this off?
You know, it almost makes you wonder if, you know, in a hypothetical, I don't think this would actually happen scenario, the 42 of Parker Retzlaff is so much faster than Ryan Matthews, or was faster than him, that he gave him the boot knowing he had plenty of time to come through this field and that he would be behind him and that he could, it'd be one less car he had to contend with. Although Matthews is in 6th. He's right there. He's coming through the field with him. That's why I don't think it's very logical, but he's definitely picking off this field left and right.
Back to turn number 1 and 2. Working their way back down the front stretch now. Well, just literally seeing just sheer domination, Charles, by McCollum. The question is, when do you let, we watch Retzlaff, you see Lapsevich right behind McCollum. Here comes Keneally. This is Keneally for 3rd. He's going after Keneally for 3rd. Charles, I told you this could happen. I mentioned it. I said he could come from the back and run these guys back down again. But the question is, how wore out will the tires be? If he can't win, I guess just get around Lapsevich. He's right in front of him, but that's the battle for the championship right there.
Yeah, he's definitely working his way, and you know, honestly, he would be hopeful right now for another caution to potentially allow him to regroup again so he can catch up to Lapsevich, who's just ahead of him. McCollum is a little ways ahead of him, as we'll see if we can't there. There's one, McCollum going into the corner, and there's Lapsevich and Retzlaff, so they are right there together. I don't think them tires are worn out. I think he's got something for the leader if he can catch him, at least 2nd.
That's right. That's right.
And we'll see time winding down, though, Wesley. 34 laps to go.
It is. It is go time. So someone's got to make a move here on lap number 61. 67, my apologies. Down the back straightaway. Into that 3rd turn. Alex McCollum still the man out in front. Lapsevich right in front of Parker Retzlaff. That's for 2nd and 3rd. Kyle Meyer 4th. Ryan Matthews, the top 5. You're riding on board now with Parker Retzlaff, and he's got Lapsevich in front of him.
I don't know. Lapsevich isn't going to make it easy on Retzlaff, but it's a good, going to be a good battle for sure. And, you know, these two said they're good friends. They're obviously going to work a little bit together. Could they potentially work together? You're not going to get a whole lot of draft here at Martinsville, but could they work together as a single file and try to run down your leader and both pass him?
This is just me speaking hypothetically. But I believe Parker Retzlaff is close enough to Triton Lapsevich on distance. where literally, I think if he could just hold his line, the championship.
Well, I mean,
That's speaking hypothetically. I mean, I'm speaking hypothetically here. With under 25 laps to go, or coming up on 25 to go, final quarter of the race, Charles. I mean, you literally, you can't send it in there, do anything crazy. You don't want to spin him out. We saw what happened earlier when Retzlaff got into Gilling for second, and it was just a common error, if you will. And then he got damage on his car. He had to go to the tail, had to go to the rear, and go to the pits. And in doing so, but just shows you, Charles, just how good Retzlaff is.
Yeah, he is definitely one of the best, if not the best, drivers in the short track scene. And you can see on the hood of his car, right there, they say it on the visor, whatever you want to call it, it says Sarah, Sim-Auto Racing Association. You see, also Lapsovich has it. Possibly one of the best short track leagues there are.
Yeah, McCullough, Matthews, all those guys run in the Sim-Auto Racing Association. So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be good if you're going to be in there. The only league that I would say probably rivals Sarah
Northwest
is the Northwest Tour. Those guys, they put on a heck of a show week in and week out. Can you imagine having a grudge match? The top 10 in Sarah, or top 15 versus the top 15 in the Northwest Tour in a all-out grudge match?
I think you're trying to get something started, Charles.
I am. I want to see it happen.
Tell me something good. We're calling out. What's his name? Ralph.
Matt Rolfe.
Matt Rolfe. We're calling out Matt Rolfe. Yeah.
We want to see his top 15 guys versus top 15 in the Northwest Tour, based on point standings for their last season, whether it be 2020, 2021.
I would just say your top 20 in their points in the top 20 in the Northwest points and give it a 40-car field. For sure. That's what I would do.
No, we could do that. I was thinking start 30, but either way, top 15, top 20, whatever we want to do. And, assign points. And, kind of do it like cross-country running. Each position's worth points. And whoever has the most points at the end of the night wins. So, if your 15 drivers finish in first, second, and all at the rear, and the rest of the other crew is, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, and they're higher, you may not have got the win, but you got the overall win. I think it could work.
That's exactly right. I think you're on to something, George.
Who's George?
Tell me something good. Here they come out of turn number 2 to the back straightaway. Well. Close it in on under 50. And there you see the battle for second and third, and also for the championship. It's right there. Who's for the taking is the question. Who will it be?
Yeah, definitely.
Charles, my question is this, buddy. When do you step out of line and go after it?
I think the time was over. You got 17 laps to go. I think he needed to get by him if he wanted to. I think he may have actually used those tires and just used them up. And period. I think they're gone.
Now, if we could get a caution, do you think he could put these guys back in business?
That's a possibility there. We'd have to kind of wait and see.
time to settle it. Under 15 to go. Lapsevich is holding off Retzlaff. He's trying to get around Parker Retzlaff for a third. And I got to think, Charles, with him being but so close to Trayton Lapsevich in such of a... You think he's got it. I mean, you would honestly think he's got it.
Yeah, he's right there. It's just a matter of can he get by, and I don't think he can. I think Lapsevich has him locked away here at the moment. So McCollum definitely has this one in hand. And look, he's got clean selling in front of him. Not only does he have a almost 3.5 second gap to Lapsevich and Retzlaff, he's got clean selling in front of him. This is really McCollum's race to lose.
I think so as well, bud. For sure. And they work their way. We got a caution, though. Yellow flag is out, and this could change everything, Charles. With under 10 laps to go, we have a yellow flag.
Yeah, not quite sure who the caution is for. So we'll take a look back here at the Pulse Poppers replay and see if it might have been David Trumley or Scott Finke back here, as nobody really off the pace according to our timing and scoring. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see as we'll look high in the sky and see what we can find. But again, nobody off pace that we can see. There it is, and it's the one.
Oh, there it is. Yep, it's the Robbie Keneally car. Robbie Keneally, I think it's the second time he's been in a little tangle there earlier tonight. Yep.
Yeah, and this is the problem with short tracks, is when it shows timing and scoring is, you're not really getting all that fast to begin with. So, and you're braking so frequently that it's hard to tell when they're off pace and when they're just going through a corner. But right here, you do see Robbie Keneally in that number one machine. It looks like he just kind of dove it into the corner a little bit too deep.
Yeah, he just kind of sent it in there a little too low, and they were fighting for that spot, and that's all she wrote. There's the exchange from it.
This will not throw us into overtime, but it will put us into single digits.
And here you go. And that's the saving grace, might I add, Charles, for Alex McCollum, because this is a single file restart.
Oh, again, this is gonna get very interesting here towards this end now with these last few laps. If you're that zero McCollum, you know Parker Retzlaff is going to be fast. You know Lapsevich is going to be fast coming in to this. So, you've got to have a perfect start if you want to try to get the win here.
McCollum, Lapsevich, Retzlaff, down to the best of the best here in the American iRacing League, and it's down to the final, what could be, restart of the series for Season 3. By the way, don't forget, coming up in a couple of weeks, they're back, a 5-week series. Charles, are you looking forward to that, bud? Super trucks and super late models for a 5-week mini series for the summer, presented by CMO Custom Screen Printing Incorporated or CMO Custom Screen Printing Supply Incorporated. Terry Saunders is sponsoring the supers and the trucks. American iRacing League. Tyler Payne always has some crazy ideas, and here's another one.
Excuse me, yeah. I'm looking forward to the new series, or 2 series that we're going to be running to see how they go. Again, we'll be putting that hype video out here very shortly, as there it is. Wow, they took off in a hurry. The green flag, yeah, the green flag hadn't even dropped. They started on the backstretch.
And Lapsevich, boy, he was coming after McCollum, too. I mean, Lapsevich is coming after Alex.
Yeah.
If these guys get a little too antsy, you might see Red Slap be like taking candy from a baby at the local concession stand.
Yeah,
Taking away your high school sweetheart with 4 to go and stealing this win away.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we would be honest that Lapsevich, Red Slab, Matthews, these guys back here, second, third, fourth, fifth, and on, that they may not be throwing a fit right now about that restart from Alex McCollum. Starting on the backstretch, basically as the pace truck was diving off onto pit road, I don't know if he had cleared it completely, and he took off well out of the restart zone. So these guys may be pitching a fit about that right now.
Might be some calls, maybe.
Yeah, we'll
Two
have
to
to
go.
see when the post-race show gets
So
here.
even though the leader can go, there's still got to be a firebox where you have to go, and I think that's what's under all right now. Anyhow, with that being said, unofficial, Alex McCollum will come to the line. He will see for the final time of Season 3, the CRN 1 to go. The white flag in the air, final time around here in the turn number 1 and 2. McCollum, 2 car lengths back is Lapsevich. Half a car length behind Lapsevich is Retzlaff. Alex McCollum is going to win the battle out of turn 4 unofficially unless he gets DQ'd for a restart penalty. And the war is going to go to Parker Retzlaff, champion of the super late models of the American iRacing League by, I believe, Charles, virtue of the points.
Yeah, and then
That is unofficial. That is a big, fat hitter. Unofficial coming from my dialogue.
Yeah, and I kind of looking forward to talking to Retzlaff and Lapsevich. I want to get their thoughts on the start there and see what they think. Did they like the restart? Did he jump it too early? Those are the kind of stuff that we get to ask as reporters. So we ask those tough questions. As meanwhile, McCollum's gonna burn it down.
And again, the question at hand, it looks like right now Alex McCollum is celebrating. Retzlaff and Lapsevich, no love lost with them. McCollum and Retzlaff, no love lost for those. And the question could be, what will post-race be like as Alex McCollum, by the way, wins 2 in a row. He won Lanier in the penultimate race of the season 2 weeks ago, and now he wins here tonight. You see in big capital letters, unofficial. This is unofficial because they are still talking about that restart. Alex McCollum the winner, Lapsevich second, Parker Retzlaff third. Unofficially, enough Charles to lock up the championship in all 3 series. Ryan Matthews fourth, Kyle Meyer the top 5, Daniel Folds, David Polins, Jake Perkins, Tyler Payne, Rick Spencerwalt the top 10 here at Martinsville.
And rounding out the rest of the field, gonna be starting in 11th, John Elliott, Robbie Keneally, Brett Suggs, Scott Finke, Mario Urkelani, David Trumley, Alex Rudolph, Carson Nagy, and Ryan Campbell. Race control not starting the race here tonight.
All right, so Charles, what are you thinking, bud?
I think we'll step away here for just a moment, and then we'll confirm if there was any discussion going on about that, and we'll come back with your post-race show.
That's right. We'll confirm or deny. We'll have all that for you coming up. Charles Wooten, Wesley Outland, live sim racing coverage on LSRTV, CRN Sports, and the final race of the American iRacing League. What a burner down to the wire here for a controversial finish, which was a calm race for the Supers at Martinsville. We'll tally it all up when we return. Welcome back to coverage of the American iRacing League. We are back here live at the virtual Martinsville Speedway. Kind of just delayed for a couple of minutes to try to make sure everything was officially correct. It is official. Alex McCollum is the winner. And by virtue of the positions on the track for Parker Retzlaff, even though he finished behind Trayton Lapcevich, he was close enough to him by virtue of points to lock up the Super Late Model Championship for the Team 126 Racing Super Late Models. We'll talk to that, a whole bunch more. Right now, third place. Hey, Parker Retzlaff, champion in third. But your Supers has just seemed so much more harder for you to win than the late model stocks and the Legends, it seems. But you do lock up that championship you wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to ride early, and I don't know, like, I guess I don't want to say anything, but I feel like I shouldn't have went to the back early because of what happened, but the rule is a rule, and I went to the back for it. But I drove through the field, and there was a couple things I had to drive through, and it was overall a good race. And I was thinking there was going to be something happen between Trayton and Alex. I don't know. They always race hard. All of us race hard. The top four is always really competitive, so it always makes for a good show. But congrats, Alex, on the win, and it was a good race.
Yes, for sure. Congratulations to you, Parker, obviously locking up the championship and doing all that you did. And it's been a fun ride watching you throughout the entire season. And so, you know, like I said, controversial penalties, calls, whatever, you still seem to redeem yourself, might I add, and be able to overcome whatever odds are, obstacles are to lock up your championships. And class act, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, this has been 2 weeks with the same person that just continues to somehow spin from the lightest taps when he's supposed to be one of the best on the sim. So it's just kind of weird, but it's been overall good races, and I drove back through the pack and got the finishes we deserve.
All right, man, Parker Retzlaff, champion. Final time, thank your sponsors, bud. We appreciate it.
I have to thank Ponzi, EcoTrax, Iron Horse Loggers, Logoed for Kids, Grill Ads, LSRTV, and you guys for broadcasting every week, Tyler for putting the whole thing on, and Ryan Campbell, the race director, for making consistent calls no matter who it is. And thank you to everyone who supports my sim racing and real racing.
All right, man. Congratulations to the champion. By the way, you got some type of fan here, Jamie Stamsness, saying supposedly me and Charles are drunk at 6 a.m. We're horrible. Parker's kicking butt, though, and that's all that matters. So I guess, Jamie, to each their own, I guess. If you think you can do it better, come do my job. There is an opening for LSRTV, Jamie, if you want to try to become a broadcaster. Just throwing the gauntlet down. Congratulations, though, Parker. Lock it up, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, runner-up, Trayton Lapcevich. Trayton, you finish in second. Man, your take of the race, and you did what you had to do to try to win this thing, and you just up one spot short, couple of spots short. But second in the race, talk about the battle with you and Lapcevich, and or you and Retzlaff, and just everything that went down the way it did.
Yeah, I mean, we had to pass a lot of cars there. I thought we had a shot at it there, especially with that late race caution. I really needed that, and you know, I tried to make the most of it. I wasn't quite expecting to go that early on the restart, but it is what it is. And I mean, I hate finishing second place so many times, and twice in one night is worse enough. But now we'll take what we can get.
Well, you know, with that being said, obviously, Trayton, you and Parker have a lot of respect, it seems like, for one another, and is it only fitting that it finished the way it did, with you guys just kind of being third behind each other?
Yeah, I know Parker wasn't really in any hurry to get anywhere. He pretty much had the championship locked up. So, it was all good. A pretty clean race there at the end, and no cars got torn up, and that's the best thing.
Well, it's on to the next one, bud. We'll let you go. Thank your sponsors, and a good job watching you all season long.
Thank you. Just a big shout out to everyone who puts the show on, you guys and AIRL, and then big shout out to ReaperSpeedLab.com as well.
All right, brother. There you go. That's Trayton Lapcevich. He'll finish in the top three of runner-up again here for the Super Late Models. All right. So victory lane we go. He won Lanier. Him and Parker got some history. That was settled in the penultimate race of the season at Lanier. They had a chance to cool off a week later, this past week for Memorial Day. You come back, Alex McCollum, you set on the pole, fast time, looking good. No problem whatsoever. And then the restart was what we were kind of asking about, but it looks like it is official, man. The man out of New Jersey, Alex McCollum, you are the winner, bud. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, and yeah, that last restart, I figured I'd change it up a little bit. I was kind of getting bored into the same old, so I'd figure I'd throw some fun in it, and so, you know.
So let me ask you a question, and again, this is not trying to start anything. Is there a rule, or is there a can you not fire in four? Can you fire into the backstretch between three as the leader, as we didn't know about, as far as with the leader having the opportunity to go?
Yeah, the rule is as soon as the pace car is in pit road, you can go anytime you want. I double checked. Yeah, so I double checked before I did that, so I didn't get a penalty. So that's why I did it. I double checked it.
Well, there you go. Wow. Well, hey, hell, you learn something new every day, because I didn't know that. I thought even though the pace car was in, you had to still wait till you got to the restart box there. But, I mean, obviously it's not like NASCAR. So, for sure, man, with that being said, a strategy that worked, did you feel like that's what you needed to do to try to get a one-up on Retzlaff and Lapsevich to try to secure the win?
Yeah. I mean, I thought Train was going to get a run and cross me up there, and then I got tight on the entry, but overall it was a really good race. I wasn't a fan of the setup, how tight it was, but I still got it done.
All right, man. Well, listen, a big win for you. Congratulations. Before we let you go, thank your sponsors, and just talk about the crazy season you've had running the American iRacing League Super Late Models on Monday night. And will we see you in the Super Trucks and the Super Program in the Summer Series coming up in a few weeks?
It depends. I got a busy schedule coming up with real life racing, so obviously that comes first, so we'll see. But I got to thank McCall Manufacturing, 09 Motorsports, and you guys for putting this event on.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man. And again, a big win for Alex McCollum. And by the way, we just wanted to make sure that we had the correct information as far as what the call was going to be, what it would stand, how it would mount, and whatnot. So, again, that was the reason for the delay. Charles, did you know that? Did you know you could fire? I mean, is this rule for the American iRacing League, Alex, or is this in an iRacing rule in general?
This ARL.
Okay.
For official, it's usually you have to be within 8/10 of the pace truck.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. You got to do. Yeah, he done his homework. So Charles, there you go. We really can't. Hey, he one-upped him. That's the best way we can say it, Charles. He
that's
got
what
him.
we wouldn't know. I didn't know the rule book. Needed to get clarification. I will go ahead and give my final thoughts. So I know you got food ready to be eaten if you haven't been doing it until
I am hungry. Yes, sir. So, and I'm glad the laptop hung out without having a power cable.
Yeah.
It's down to 31%. Let's do another race.
No. two things. One, it was an absolute just a great race here tonight. Always looking forward to coming back for next season. And two, I did some homework. I know I don't usually do it, but this Jamie lady you were talking about is a new Facebook account with only one profile picture, so clearly a new spam account. And just so you know, she will not be taking your job. She has officially been banned from the Facebook page.
Okay, well, I didn't know if it was a girl or a guy or whatever, so it's just probably just some spam eyewear.
The profile picture was a dog, so...
It struck me off. Struck me the wrong way because first off, I've never said anything bad about Parker Retzlaff ever. We've always talked about what a great job that they do, but everybody does. I never try to play favorites. I just call what I see. And honestly, Charles, we gave credit where credit was due. Hell of a season for Parker Retzlaff in the legends and the supers in the late model stocks. And again, the penalty, he got penalized, had to go to the tail. I don't per se agree with what happened. There's been a couple of calls that I don't per se agree with. But again, as I've always said, whether it's real or virtual, Charles, we're just broadcasters. It's not our call. It's not our decision. We say how we feel. Everybody has the right to an opinion. But I guess, like I said, if that person thinks they can do a job better than me, then so be it.
You're reading into it. Lately, there has been, with people being home more, there is actually a press release that was out on Facebook about a month or two ago. There has been an influx, about a 200% influx of fake accounts. They're real people making fake accounts on Facebook, and they're flooding comments and live streams. So that's why I did my homework there, and no, it was just a fake account.
Now,
so don't
you knew
worry
I
about
got peed off. That's what it was. You knew I got ticked off.
It was all fake. But aside from the fake people trying to take your job from you, that'll never happen in a million years. I just had a great time here tonight. A little strung out, but in the end, it was some great racing.
It was fun, definitely, and like me and you talked about, maybe possibly the race director and Tyler Payne and the American iRacing League officials might have put a little fear of virtual God in these guys, and kind of made them stop, doing the aggressive driving and doing the things that we've seen before. So, but bottom line, congratulations to all the champions. Hey, in closing. Thank you, Charles. Always fun working with you, bud. The next broadcast for the LSRTV will be on Wednesday night. It will be at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, and that is round 5, the S&B Cup Series presented by Appalachian Hauler Hunters. For you, the next broadcast. Thanks again, as always, to Repeat Media Graphics and Wraps, Pulse Poppers, Fishing Lures. We also want to acknowledge and thank always CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated, LFOD Motorsports, and Team 126 Racing for sponsoring the Legends, the late model stocks, and the super late models. And this broadcast was brought to you by Karma Salon and Day Spa and Triple M Pooling here. Coming up in a couple of weeks, we will do it again. And with a 5-week mini-series that includes super truck races with a big weight break added, where they're going to be like 550 pounds weights added, plus an engine change on a fixed setup. And in addition to that, the super late models. It is the CMO Screen Printing Supply Incorporated super trucks and the super late models. It's the Summer Super Series. That is the American iRacing League Summer Super Series, and it is a mini series beginning in a couple of weeks. And Charles, in closing, that's going to be friggin' fun to see as well. Yes. It's going to be a fun one. All right, well, that's going to do it. I hear the bell ringing in the background. I guess that's the timeout bell or the kill the broadcast bell. So that's the dinner bell ringing. So Charles Dinner Bear's wing. Charles dinner bell is ringing, so is mine. I've got my KFC DoorDash, and this is again to Parker Retzlaff. For Tyler Payne, everybody in the American iRacing League, we thank you for watching on LSRTV, your home for sim racing, listening on the Community Radio Network. Our broadcast coverage next will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with the final week of conference play between Clayton and Triple S Spartans. Bruce Barrett, Kim Winslow, and myself will be on the call for that one. So, with that being said, congratulations to the hat trick champion Parker Retzlaff for Legends, super late models, and late model stocks. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Be good to one another. Go get your dinner, Charles. Everybody have a good night.